All right. Okay. I got my character sheet. Oh shit. Okay. Sorry, my face like really started to itch for some reason. All right, I got it started. I got it started up.
All right, let's start. Just a nice, just a little recap. Nothing to be scared of. Um,
Why are you treating us like frightened horses?
I'm a
this is
frightened
a frame
horse.
person now. Listen, I'm reading my audience, Jenna.
Okay.
Could you see I'm so
It's,
sad looking?
it was sadder than even I expected when I clicked back. Last, let's see. Oh yeah, last time you guys did the stuff with the Corrids. Um, that you ran into
Those funny little guys.
those funny little guys. Um, you went and you looked at the Stonehenge. Buck was like really convinced that the rocks were dangerous and tried to push one over. Probably a very good thing that he didn't succeed.
Yeah, that would have been
Fallen.
bad.
What would have happened?
I don't know.
They would
It
have
might
been
have
pissed
fallen
off.
on you. I don't think he thought of that.
Would they have gotten mad?
Probably. If you knocked over Stonehenge,
That's like their
would Buck
house.
get mad if they knocked over his farm?
I don't know. They'd probably be like, "What are you doing?" I don't know, or something like that.
Not a very good nightly reaction.
You
Slow
never
day
should have
today.
come here.
See. You solved the chess puzzle, had a
What's the
chat with the
puzzle?
Corrids. Um, had a little talk. You got Jagu's signature. No, sorry, Argantal. You got Argantal's signature. Um, written down as like a hey, it's cool. We promise we're actually cool with you guys. Um, thumbs up emoji. Um, and all the Corrids got very excited on seeing that Harvey plays an instrument. And they all came out to do like an awesome dance, uh, dance drumming extravaganza. Um, that you could have done better at. Um, you did your best. Um, and then Harvey landed a perfect flip and saved it. Um,
Oh, sorry.
and you guys had a nice dance that cleared the clouds briefly from the sky. We
That was
talked about High School
awesome.
Musical for a little bit. Um, you talked about uh, Endelin's, I don't know, her fucking Game Shark, her orrery of tragedies that she sees all the futures and etc. in. Um, there's all them lightning bolts around.
For Game Shark.
Game Shark, man. You you had more lovely conversation heading back from the Corrids. Um, you canonized the Harley Quinn fart comic. I can't say I love that, but that's
You don't
in
get a
the
choice in
game
the
now.
matter.
Hey, if that's how you exercise your free will,
Who the fuck did that?
what am I to say?
Was that you, Jenna?
That was
Yeah,
Jenna.
sorry. I forget why or how I did that.
Because you guys were talking about fart jokes, and then you were like, "Oh, a a, a manuscript that has awful fart jokes in it about Harleen Quinzel or something."
That's her
Um,
name.
no, yeah, it is. It is.
That's
I
just
was
her name.
paraphrasing what you said, not what her Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Buck is in maybe the most baffling choice of the night. Buck is now insisting that magic does not exist.
He insisted this before.
After what, 3 years?
Why is he a Seto
He did
Kaiba?
not insist this before. When did he ever say this before?
He's
I
been
thought he
saying
said
this
this
since the beginning. This has been a
Yeah,
long-running
yeah.
joke.
Yeah.
But he's like actually saying it now. I thought it was a bit.
Nothing is a bit with Buck.
I think it's a part of his
When has he ever done a
worldview.
bit?
Okay, but you do bits with him.
Okay, yeah, I do bits.
Yeah, you sat on the spooky rock throne to prove a point and went into a trance for a full hour. That gave you Arcana proficiency.
Sweet.
Um,
Yeah. Guys, whenever you need an Arcana check, I'm your fucking man.
Actually,
I
I
mean,
think
it's
Misery
not
is probably
right.
our man.
I think it's +2.
Mine is
My
+2.
profound is +3. I think I had a -1.
Mine is +2.
pretty good.
Mine is
Wow.
also
Pretty
+2.
good, just
Wow,
saying.
Buck. Wow, Buck. Thank you so much. We definitely needed another person with a +2 Arcana on our team.
I could have picked a different thing. I could have picked Intimidation, but isn't this so much funnier, dude?
I feel like Buck is too small to be intimidating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like
I mean,
fluffy.
if anything, his sword should have an intimidation proficiency.
It is a pretty big sword. It's bigger than him, so
It is by like a lot. Yeah, that's pretty much where we left it. You guys had a short discussion about flat asses. And then that was it. That was all she wrote for the session.
We will do anything except adventure.
Well, listen, it's okay.
Guys, I think we
Because-
should start a podcast.
I don't want to hear about you casting anything anymore.
Buck, I'm a magic user. I'm not gonna stop using magic anytime soon. It's kind of what I went to college for. That'd be like if I
You should
asked.
start
That'd be like if I came up
using-
to you and I said, Buck, I don't like that you use a sword. I think you should start wearing brass knuckles instead.
I would do it.
No, you wouldn't.
I would be good at it too.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
You're too close to the ground. What are you gonna do? Aim for their kneecaps?
Punch stomachs. Obviously.
Whatever.
Where's your mama gone?
Our mother? I think she's at home. I hope. I hope she's at home. Imagine they go home and their parents got divorced.
That would really be
you
the cherry
boys
on
were
top.
18, but then
Wait.
stuff kept happening.
I thought mommy and daddy loved each other.
I thought their dad was dead.
No,
What?
he's
No, he's
alive.
not dead.
Very much alive.
He's like
he was
the
dead, Buck
God.
would
he's
have
like the
different-
biggest source of conflict in their lives right now. That's not the evil witches that are trying to kill them.
Well, in Harvey's life, Buck
Uh,
doesn't have any complicated feelings about it.
are you sure?
Yes.
That's really surprising. Do you think was do you think he was a little relieved
What?
that book that book turned out the way he was?
Yeah, probably.
Thank God.
Who, Barley or Harvey? Because either way, yes.
Barley.
Yeah, he probably was.
I bet he has nightmares about Harvey being the one to have to wield the ancestral sword of like great honor and power or whatever.
Gay son or thug son.
Gay son or night son.
Gay
That's
son
my
or
bucket
thought
list.
daughter. I want a gay
I
thought
choose
daughter son.
neither.
Well, come on, let's get moving. We need to
Yeah, you
get
get-
back to the tunnels.
Oh yes, let's hope nothing mysterious and inexplicable happens on our way there.
Those are my least
You
favorite
jinx it,
thing to
Harvey.
happen.
I just want to point out the fact that you were so suspicious of the rocks and so worried about the rocks being dangerous, but we go and we see a mysterious, ominous, clearly magical rock thrown in the wall, and oh wow, let me just sit on this cuz I've got to prove a point to everyone. I
That
hope
was a throne. It wasn't a rock.
it's a throne made of rocks.
You
And
went to
what did
art
it
school.
do?
Why don't you understand craftsmanship?
It puts you into a magical trance, proving our point. I think we
I just
haven't
had a nap.
gotten
I had a
to the
nap.
most important part of this situation is that it proved our point that magic is real.
I had a nap.
I see miracles in every way.
You've never seen someone nap on a chair before.
You didn't have your eyes closed. Your eyes were open,
Hey,
Buck.
I'm gonna
You
do an
never seen
impression of
someone nap
you.
with their eyes open.
I'm gonna do an impression of you about 15 minutes ago. Are you looking? Wait. Oh, you can't see it on the camera.
Are you drooling?
Yeah.
Funny liked it. Thumbs up.
Buck, your chin is quite wet.
Yeah, I bet it's all sticky
Just
under that
rubbing it under
helmet,
his
huh?
helmet.
Speaking of which, I think you need to wash that sometime soon. You have this odor about you.
It's fine. Don't worry about this. It keeps enemies away.
Does it? Does it?
Don't worry about it.
The
It's
garlic.
fine.
The garlic. How far away are we from the tunnels anyway? I kind of forgot where we're at. This place is so confusing. Everything looks the same. Girl, so
Just
So you guys
dark out.
have
Oh.
you guys have made your way back around the lake, that you passed on your way to, the Stonehenge. And you're now traveling in sort of like a, almost like a ravine, type of area, that's snaking through a couple of mountains. You definitely did not take this way before. This is it's
Ah.
distinctly not what you remember.
Oh man.
You all are talking so much, I'm getting lost.
It is a very straight road.
I wonder if magic could maybe have a hand in our current situation.
You can't just blame everything on magic, Harvey.
We're in a magical realm. Buck, we're residents of the Feywild. That's like Magic Town.
Not Magic Town. Don't live in any kind of magic town. He's like grumbling to himself. He's like actually pissed about this for no reason.
My
Did he miss
God.
his shot this week?
Yeah, good.
Um. Okay. Is there anything weird around? Like, anything mysterious? Or is it just odd that we're going a different way even though we went back the same way? To be like,
Would you like to do a check of some sort to
I
see?
would like to do a perception check, which, by the way, I'm proficient in. Just wanted everyone to know.
I'm proud of you, Harvey.
Buck should be
Great
also.
job, Harvey.
That's a long night. I'm proud of you, Harvey.
Buck,
Good seeing.
Buck, you should also have a proficiency in perception. It's a
Why?
race benefit.
You have to get racist about it. Yeah, I do. I have +4 in perception.
Wow. Maybe you should start using that.
By all rights, he should not have that good perception with the shit he wears constantly.
right?
I guess like
16.
having good sense of smell. It's a what?
16.
16?
Yeah.
So you admittedly were not like super focused on the road coming this way before, um, but you noticed enough to know that the mountains you're now traveling through are not even the same mountains that you were like traveling over on the way to the lake.
What the
They're
fuck?
like a slightly different like color in the stone, um, the like distribution of trees scattered on the side is a little different. Um, and they seem taller. Like this is not the first time you've been like at the foot of the mountains, but these, like looking up at them, you feel the sense of scale like much more, um, I guess viscerally. Um,
Damn.
it is there's definitely some remembering what sorts of things you've been through in the rest of your journey. There is some sort of Feywildism that is like reshuffling your path.
Well, honestly, I've come to expect this at this point.
Do you think the hag is influencing our journey so we don't get there as fast?
I wouldn't put it past her. I mean, clearly she's got nothing better to do than bother people. It seems to be the only thing she's really doing. Don't tell her I said that.
That feels a bit. I don't know. That doesn't feel like enough for a hag.
This lady seems pretty frivolous. I mean, what have we learned about her so far? She kidnaps people not to do any kind of weird child labor, but to just put on weird plays for her. Like, I'm sorry, that's just embarrassing. Like, what kind of all-powerful being is doing this kind of thing? Like, wouldn't you, I don't know, set your sights a little higher? Like, at least build, like, a big, impressive spire or something.
I agree, and she seems more hated than the other two. I mean, they were hated too, but this one is sort of, I don't know, we're rallying entire species here.
Right?
It's
Clearly
something we're
she's
missing, I think.
clearly she's gone and she's been doing enough bullshittery to garner a lot of hatred towards her and not the same kind of I feel like there's not as much terror. But I mean, to be fair, the last two places that we were at were populated by little frog creatures and children, so maybe it's not the best comparison.
Shouldn't children be more scared?
That's what I'm saying.
Or
Feel like they were more
maybe the
scared,
terror is just happening inside the theater or something.
honestly. Misery, what do you think? Should we keep going forward?
What if? No, this is silly. It's not an illusion.
Should we check for
But I thought,
illusion?
Would you like to try to check for an illusion?
sure.
Do I have like detect magic or something? I should probably get that.
You have detect magic?
I think I can learn it. I mean, if I can cast an illusion, I feel like I should be able to tell if
And
there's
because of the
one.
difficult color.
Mandibulas!
Okay,
Tough
so
color with the
Arcana,
collar.
right?
Come on, magic
Um,
lady.
Yeah.
Augury. No, what? No. 14.
14?
Mhm.
So you sort of take a second call on like the, albeit, sort of drained well of magic that you have in you. Um, kind of try to sense, um, you sense, other than like the general magic of the Feywild, which is it's to your like magic senses, it's like if you were walking under like a tree that's just like raining pollen, but also you're like used to it at this point. Um, Other than like that background sort of noise,
Mhm.
um, you don't sense any illusionary.
I don't believe it's an illusion. I think the landscape is changing.
Hmm. I really. I feel like we're playing into the palm of her hand.
Not be playing into the palm of her hand.
Well, I mean,
It doesn't matter. We can defeat her anyway.
whoa.
The spirit.
You know what? I respect the hustle, Buck.
Thank you.
I mean, we really don't have anything other than hope on our side here. Well, we are gaining allies. Let's just, I guess, just keep going forward and hope that we don't get led into an evil, horrible trap that we all get killed in, or another
Harvey,
puppet
you don't
show.
stop saying these things. That's a long night.
So
You're making me a little uncomfortable, man.
I'm
Just you
sorry.
gotta stop being so specific about it.
I'm sorry. I mean, it's just well, I mean, you have to admit that it's a possibility.
It's a possibility, but I mean, you you don't have to get all. What happened to like? Otherwise, we're gonna die. That's not good enough. You have
Well,
to be like, there's gonna be an avalanche of boulders down this mountain we're currently under, crushing us all.
I never said
Oh.
that. I never
That Buck
said
is.
that. What? When did I ever mention an avalanche?
I'm just saying.
It's
You're
you
just.
who's being oddly
Yeah,
specific.
that was you just now. You're the one who's being oddly specific. All I said was horrible trap that we all die in. That could be anything.
Like that. Oh, that's fine.
You're the one who's like, oh no, the boulders. Where'd the boulders come from? Have you been in many avalanches before?
He's like thinking. Not that many avalanches in the forest.
I feel like you would remember if it happened.
Yeah, why you have to
Well,
think so hard?
Oh, that's a good point.
Oh.
Well, if you had armor on like this, it wouldn't be a problem. You'd just roll down harmlessly.
you get hit by a lot of heavy things in the head,
Yes. And they all bounce right off.
and it's fine.
Yes.
Accident.
Both of the both of the Moon brothers have brain damage.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
literally.
Why does Harvey have brain damage?
It's canonical that the reason why he sounds like that is because he got hit on the head when he was a kid. And it like
Literally.
fucked him for the rest of his life. In the notes it says British accent, but I don't think Harvey has a British accent. He's just got like a James from Pokemon accent.
Okay, but James
Yeah.
from Pokemon is like vaguely British.
Vaguely British. I don't think this is
Cartoon
vague.
voice,
This
then.
is British.
Yeah, British.
Where in Britain?
You can't ask me that. You think I know what the different types of British
Who
accents
cares?
I only do voice acting for my D&D campaign and all the NPCs. You think I would be bothered to like learn about accents?
Okay, anyway, are we near the
Really connect
fucking
with-
place or not? Oh.
You're traveling through the ravine. Um, it's a little unnerving as you guys walk through, partly because the like actual like ground area is like pretty thin compared to like the slope of the mountains on either side. And partly because it looks like this like area, not in the sense that it was like carved out of water, but in the sense that it was like recently underwater, like less like Grand Canyon and more like sort of a dried up riverbed.
Oh.
You can see like a lot of like sedimentary rock deposits on the walls. Just it's a little off-putting considering you were just next to a lake and that's like where the water level seems to be right now.
If we're to do an ambush, this would be a good place for it.
Yeah.
Everyone, keep your eyes
Misery, what
peeled.
did I say?
Okay. Well,
You can't
there's
speak these things
I'm
into
telling,
existence.
I'm
What?
telling everyone to be cautious.
there's
Keep an eye
Now that
out.
you said it, it's not an ambush anymore, because
There's-
now we know about it.
That's
there's
not how it works, Buck.
Yeah, it is.
there's 4 of us. How about everybody pick a direction and look there?
Okay.
But we need 2 more people because we can't have 4 people if we need to look in 6 directions.
What's the 6th direction?
Why are there 6 pedals if there are only 4 directions?
One of them is the gas and the
We need to move
accelerator.
the owlbear in 6 directions.
It's that they can. It's the gas and the brake. Duh.
Those aren't directions.
Yeah, but that's why there's 6 pedals. There's 4 for one for each direction, and there's a gas and a brake. That's why there's 6.
I just don't know why you would be controlling the direction of your car with a pedal.
Because it's the button on the controller.
That's just horrible
It's
to
a
think about.
D-pad, lol. Okay. Well.
That would be more than 6. Sorry, go on.
You know what would be even worse than an ambush? Not to put this out there, but like, what if like the water like comes back or something, and then we all get washed away in a big giant flood? That would suck.
That would suck.
I don't think Buck
don't
can
want to be wet.
swim.
What did you say?
Can you swim? I don't think you can.
No.
Can't. I had to
No.
carry him through the unicorn pond.
Yes, remember?
Well, I was a little preoccupied.
Yes, with your
Are you okay,
hallucination.
Long Night?
Yeah, my
Yeah,
hallucination.
Just tell me when the ambush of like floods and rocks comes by. I'll keep my eyes open for it.
You'll probably notice it.
You'll have to be the
It's
first one to
wrong.
see. You're the tallest, aren't you?
That's no. Misery is the tallest.
Oh, well,
No.
those big
No, I'm not.
those big old ears.
One
Surely
guy
you'll
is taller than me.
surely you'll hear them coming.
I assume that's why he's called Long Night.
These
He's
are the same
long.
length.
Can I tell you the truth? I actually
What?
can't hear very well due to the fact that my ears are always flat under my hat like this.
Is it like having earbuds on?
Yeah, it's kind of like if you were walking around with your hands over your ears all the time. Why do you think I talk so loud?
You know, I just thought that was a bard thing.
Maybe you should tie them up.
Can your ears hang low down the too? In time.
Okay, well, I mean,
You are approaching what looks like sort of an exit out of the ravine.
oh, thank God.
There is no sight of an ambush or of a river or of a trap or of an avalanche. And you've been checking.
My God. Wow. Looks like we made it through unscathed. I don't know how to say that word. Fuck. Unscathed? I think so,
Yeah.
'cause scathing remark. Yeah, okay. Why is the English language so stupid?
The what language?
English?
Sorry, I didn't mean to say that in character. It's hard to turn it off.
Anyway, how are we
English.
going to find those guys underground if we're not going the same way.
Oh, good point. Do you think we could be like, hello?
Hello.
You hear your voice echo across the mountains on either side of you.
Oh, shit.
Hello.
Oh,
Hello.
Little
shit.
guys.
Maybe we shouldn't have done that. Now all of China
No, it's
knows we're
okay.
here.
I called for
Fine.
little guys.
Is
Any
it a-
enemies that show up will be little, so it's fine.
Not,
What?
not necessarily.
Yeah.
What's the name? What was the name of that slightly off-putting guy that we met? That person, individual.
Oliver.
Yes, that one.
What was off-putting about them?
I don't know. I just didn't like the cut of their jib that much.
Harvey doesn't like
Oliver.
they thems. Oliver.
I never said that. I'm down with the they thems.
Who are you talking to?
Did you guys not hear that? His voice?
You
No.
okay, Harvey?
Are you well?
I prefer not to answer that question.
That means he's not well.
Um,
Are you seeing that? Wait, did Harvey tell us about Orchid? I forget.
only the first time, I
He-
think.
Yeah, I think just the first time. Did you talk to them about her after you saw her at the market?
No, because we were kind of busy, I think.
Yeah, that's right. You went like right in after that.
Yeah.
Man, yeah.
He was like, "Did you guys see that?" And everyone was like, "What are you talking about?" And he was like, "Okay, I'm not gonna talk about this anymore, I guess." I think
Yeah, I
because he
think
was
that's exactly-
embarrassed about it. He was like,
That's crazy.
"I don't want to tell people about my beautiful wet lady hallucination."
Yeah. I dream about wet ladies, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, because the only time you'll ever see one is in your dreams.
Okay. I'm leaving this call.
You walked right
No,
into
you're
that.
not. You're here until I'm gone, motherfucker.
Fuck you.
I got a double fuck you, a thumbs down, and a fuck you.
Triple
Oh,
fuck
shit.
you.
Who got a picture of Eminem?
Okay, can we?
Last.
Are we? So like, are we? I. If I never see another cave, as long as I live, I'll be very happy.
Well, we have to
Harvey-
see one more cave.
Harvey, when you sigh in exasperation, you hear that also echo.
Some birds fly away.
There actually are some animals around as you approach the definitive sort of like end of the chasm. As you see it start to open up into a wider area. On like either side, like you guys are in the middle. There's like mountain on either side of you. On either like side of the mountain, there's like two sort of like flatter areas, sort of set against like the sheer wall. And as you get closer, you hear like kind of like a click, 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 sort of like clacketing noise of like something hard on stone.
That's the pony.
And two large, sort of shaggy gray goats hop down from either mountain and like sort of come to a rest sitting on either little like platform. And they look at your your vehicle that I can't think of the name for. Your
Chariot?
chariot.
I forgot we still had that.
They like sit there and just sort of like fix you with their little like rectangle pupil eyes with like long sort of swishy
Ugh.
fur.
Misery curses Thor under her breath.
What does they have to go do with Thor?
Thor had 2 goats that pulled his chariot.
He did?
Yeah, he did.
Was that on purpose?
I think it might be. Abby said things are gonna happen this session.
I'm not gonna tell you what things.
Hello?
Can I go down and pet them?
They're sitting like a little above you.
Above? Oh, they're like on the mountain.
Do you guys speak common?
They like one of them sort of looks at you, Harvey. And although it's like eyes are like animal eyes, you get like the same sort of like feeling looking at them as you would if like if you were talking to like a stranger at the market. Like it gives you the look of like intelligent creature.
Come down, goats.
We don't have time for this, Buck.
Why?
We have to. Buck! Have you not been paying attention to anything at all?
Not really.
We have to get back to the Briggernauts to tell them that the Corrids accepted their.
Yeah, say it
You
louder.
know?
Say it louder, why don't you?
I'm sorry, I forgot
He's
for
not
just
listening.
a second.
He's cajoling the goats.
You know what? I think maybe that magical throne might have fried off even more of his brain.
He needs to be brushed. He's tangled.
No.
The other one that's not looking at Harvey looks at you, and it, like sort of like stands up and like hop hop hop
He comes
down
down.
the mountain and like trots up to you. It is you're on the owlbear's back. It is taller than you would be standing.
Well, that's not
This
hard.
is like larger than a regular goat.
Most goats are taller than he would be
Yeah, I was
standing.
about to say.
But it's larger than it's like with the horns included, it's not that much smaller than the owlbear.
Is it like the
Oh.
size of a deer? Or a moose?
It's probably like moose-ish. You might say it's a giant goat.
This is a bit bigger than I am used to for goats.
The goat like
You're pretty big up close.
it, like leans its head towards you, and inclines sort of its long, like thickly woven, like curved horns, as if it's like inclining you to the gesture sense that you're getting is like to take the horns and like rest your head against his forehead.
Can I rest my horns against his horns?
Would you like to?
Yeah.
You,
Plonk.
This is probably a bad idea.
you hear it do a little like goat snort of like and you hear like almost a little unnerving is like it's like vocal cords start up and sort of like it like starts as like sounding like a goat and then almost like loads in sort of like human speech.
Mm-hmm.
And it speaks to you.
I don't like
Play to her patience. Stay on script. A cat, a horn, or a shadow rip.
That goat just talked.
So you do speak common.
It gives you like a clong against your helmet and then steps back.
We just got a prophecy from a goat.
Uh, maybe the chair did mess me up. I'm not supposed to take naps in the middle of the day. Mother says it makes my stomach hurt.
Does your stomach hurt, Buck?
Well, now it does a little. And my head, too.
Maybe you should sit down.
I am sitting.
The other goat clambers down from the and walks up to you, Harvey.
Oh, hi. Hi.
It does the same sort of
Mm,
gesture to you.
So no goat for misery and long night.
There's only two of them.
Ah, I, can't we just like shake hands or something? I don't know you that well. Okay.
You like brush its nose a little bit, like tosses its head some. It's like the full scepter is the key. Goat noise.
You say the,
The full scepter?
full with two
Fool.
O's or what?
Two O's.
Fuck, I should have been writing this down.
Wait, okay. Say
Here,
the
I'll
first
put it
one
in
again.
handouts.
Oh, thank
Okay,
you.
thank you, because it's kind of hard to hear with the Discord deciding to randomly censor you.
It doesn't do it randomly. It does it during important plot
Yeah, it's like it's
moments.
doing it on purpose. Fucking cock blocking us right now from the plot blocking us.
Plot blocking. I think they do that in My Little Pony, too.
I was just about to make that joke.
Plot blocking? Yeah, they do. There we go.
Hi, Jenna. I love you.
I love you.
I'm nervous now. That's definitely not
Cat?
good,
A horn?
right?
Wait a minute.
What?
Oh, wait, they're giving us advice.
A cat, a horn, and a shadow, or a shadow
The,
ripped.
the goat that was talking to you gives a little, like, goat sort of. They both, like, sort of walk back around, like, in front of the carriage. And like stand like facing each other, and they give each other a big like clong of their horns that like echoes off the mountains and back into the mountains behind you. And they both sort of step to the side and sit.
Did we just get a Gmail?
A goat male. Hmm.
Okay, that was great and all, but we still have no idea where to go.
Talking goat, do you know which way to go?
Yeah, do you know how to get to the place where the little guys are? The
Briganox.
Briganox?
The goats like look at each other, and they sort of look towards like the open area past the mountains. They say at the same time, the only way is forward.
You know,
Okay.
that's, you know what, that's a pretty good point. It's not like we could really go anywhere else.
That's what we were doing anyway, so... Thanks, scary goats.
The goat that clanged you on the head looks at you.
Hmm.
Alright, I guess let's go forward and think about what exactly that ominous message meant. Well, I think
Do you think it means a cat, a horn, or a shadow ripped? Or the cat and the horn are separate from the shadow?
I don't know, but I think we all know who the her is.
Yes,
Ow!
the hag. Surely. The puppet show made that pretty clear.
Yes. Um,
Are we on script?
are we gonna have to, like, do an improv for her? Well, it wouldn't be an improv if it's on script, huh?
Maybe she'll have a script for us.
Oh, jeez.
Maybe we missed one.
Oh, jeez.
They didn't send it to me.
Was this from Module?
uh, this is from Module. There were going to be 3 goats, but the third one, the only thing it had was you knew it already, and 2 goats is a Norse thing, so
Okay.
I figured it would make more sense to have 2 anyway.
Wow.
Yay!
Wow, how convenient that one of the things is a horn.
Right?
We have one of those.
You do have one of
We
those.
do? Oh, we do.
We don't have a cat, though. Long night.
Long Night, do you count as a cat? You have triangle ears
You're kind of like
and a
a...
tail.
Yeah, you're kind
I
of
have-
like
And ears.
spatially ambiguous.
No.
Mm,
What do you
You
mean
like
spatially ambiguous? He's
flickers them a little bit.
I have rabbit ears. Those don't look like rabbit ears
yeah,
to
why are
me.
yours so pointy?
he's a
Yours look
changeling.
different than
You
your
have ears.
brothers.
He has lop ears.
Think about that actually. Why do you have 2 different
He doesn't, but
Why-
he doesn't look like the changeling that we saw before.
rabbits?
Oh, does
was
all your
made
family look
here.
exactly the same?
Big man flexing that you have a family. Wow. That's real big of you, Buck. Thanks. I feel great about that.
Sorry.
Wow. Damn.
Let's get moving.
Yeah,
Come on.
sorry. Oh my god. It's like we're allergic to plot progression. I'm so sorry. Okay. Well, as the goats said, it's the only way to go is forward, so I guess we're going forward now. This is me walking. This
You're
is me
right.
Sitting in a chariot.
This is
Early.
me swimming. I'm drowning. I'm
Buck-
swimming. I'm drowning.
I'm drowning.
Oh my god.
I'm drowning in the lore implications of what just happened. Okay. So
How's the water, man?
it's kind of cold. I think it's winter time. Penis, 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 penis.
Oh, penis time.
Didn't she steal someone's shadow?
Oh yeah, that moon lady.
She stole. Yeah. She still.
Yeah.
She stole her shadow, and also her sister, right?
Yes.
She's trying to prevent any
If you
kind
want them
of.
intervening, why don't you just leave them alone?
Because she's a control freak.
Yeah, exactly. She's a meddler.
She is a meddler.
Wow, that was weird. How much? Okay. Are we in the cave yet? Are we still walking?
I think we're still walking.
Fuck. I mean, a buck.
Yes.
I don't know what I was gonna say. I can't
So
think of
the-
anything funny.
The oh, I see. The area past what?
Oh no,
What?
we already found the cat. Never mind.
What cat?
What cat?
The displacer beast cub.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's in the last realm.
Oh wait, so we're still looking for him?
No, you guys found him.
Oh,
he's
oh.
still no.
Because I was trying to think of what the cat would be. The pussy master.
Probably that's it.
Why are you waving
Okay,
your
so we're
finger?
walking.
Spooky. I'm looking at a spooky art on my computer right now.
Good.
So
I'm sure that's good for us. Sorry, go ahead.
you the area through like past the mountains. As you walk past, the goats sort of sit silently and just watch you pass. Um, but you can like feel their eyes on you like the whole way um, until you walk through. Um, you enter into an area that is like to an almost unnerving point, very similar to the sort of lake area you were just in. It is clearly not the same lake, though. It's the same similar, like, general um, sort of topography. It's like a open space kind of ringed by mountains. There's a very deep lake in the center of the valley. It's a little smaller than the previous one that you had to go around. And there are some more obvious differences. There are 8 very large columns of rock reaching up towards the dark sky in a sort of equidistant ring. You can see on the sides of these columns are like staircases like inlaid into the rock itself, spiraling upwards towards the top. Next to one of them is like a little very very basic looking rowboat moored by the shore. You see a humanoid figure with a flickering torch walking up the staircase. And
Oh dear.
yeah, walking up the staircase and silhouetted even darker against the sky are 8 like swooping, they look like giant birds sort of swooping around the figure as they climb. You hear like echoing sort of cawing laughter. None of them go into a grab or touch. Just watching.
Oh dear.
Sort of waiting as like a group of vultures might. Wheeling around on the sort of gusts of wind. And you see after a minute or two the figure finishes climbing. And you see you can't see like to the top of the thing, like what's on top of it, but you see a larger fire sort of crackle into being. And the humanoid begins to descend. And when they're about halfway down, the birds swoop up towards the top of the beacon again, and you see them with their large wings, giant wing beats, and the beacon is extinguished.
Wow, they combined Prometheus and Sisyphus into one guy.
They did the ultimate
Does the guy start going back up again?
No, he keeps walking.
Wow, that's weird.
That was pretty pointless.
I'd hate to be that guy.
Get a load of this guy.
Get a load of this guy.
I feel a little bad. Should we tell him that they extinguished his fire?
Well, I feel like if he turns around with his eyes, he could probably see it.
But he didn't look. Look, he's climbing down. He doesn't see it.
Do you want to
He's
tell
got
him?
AirPods.
Do you want to tell him, Buck?
Hey,
He looks over as he reaches the bottom step. You can see him more clearly when he's not like hundreds of feet in the air.
Arr.
He's an enormous, broad-shouldered elf.
you.
Wow, they don't have many of those.
Not many. The torch he's holding in one of his large hands sort of crackles and glows and rusts his black hair brown and plays curious dancing shadows across his many curls and braids.
So he's sexy.
He's sexy.
Does he have a
Confirmed
beard?
sexy. He does.
Oh my gosh. Is it braided?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He's wearing. You mentioned it was cold earlier. Actually, he has furred robes on that are so thick in their drape that they almost don't move at all as he turns to look at you. Buck, when he meets your eye, you feel an ancient, deep well of time resting within him.
That's not all I'm feeling.
Yeah. It seems as if his very presence is shedding more light and heat than the fire he's carrying.
Oh my god.
Hello. Hi.
Hello. How are you, traveler?
Good.
Buck is feeling normal.
I was gonna tell you something. But I don't remember what it is now for some reason.
That's all right. We all forget things.
Oh yeah, those birds messed up your fire.
He like looks up. You hear like a faint like clinking sound. Maybe coins or like chains in some sort of armor underneath his cloak. He looks up and sees the birds, which are still like swooping around, doing their awful like it makes you feel bad listening to this.
Yeah.
As they're like swooping around, clearly waiting for him to move so they can move with him. And he looks up at them. He's like, "Oh, they're easy mistake to make. They're not birds. They're peritons.
Oh, okay.
It's like a bird, but got antlers. Not unlike your helmet.
Isn't that heavy?
I mean, they're quite big.
Well, those peritons messed up your fire.
That's their job.
Oh,
I don't hold it against them.
is it your job to go light it?
It's not a job in the sense that I get paid or anything. It's what I've got to do until they're all lit.
So you don't even get paid? You should quit then.
He laughs. You hear a slight sort of like scratchiness, as if he doesn't like do this often.
Yeah. Even I get paid for my harvests.
It's, you could call it a different sort of harvest. When I light all of these, my contract of sorts will be fulfilled. He like sort of gestures at the lake. It just looks like a lake, but he's clearly pointing at it like it's self-evident. It's like going to produce a portal back to where I came from.
What?
Oh. Hey, we know someone who needs a portal.
Oh, really? Who?
Misery. Misery.
This lovely
Yes,
lady.
indeed. What are you from the material realm?
He looks over at you, Misery, um, in surprise, um, as you um sort of like catch his like line of sight. You feel something you almost don't recognize because it's been so long. Like throughout all the time in the Feywild, all of the things you've been through, all the fights and everything. For now, for once, you are feeling a sense of just like complete and utter calm and
Can I roll
normalcy.
to see if this guy is casting spells on me?
You
That
can
is
roll.
so Misery.
You can roll insight.
Yeah.
That is so Misery. I'm feeling good and calm. Somebody must be casting spells on me.
Uh, 13.
I'm writing down. 13.
Yeah.
He's not casting spells as far as you can tell. There's just an undeniable sort of like aura about him.
He's just a chill guy.
In
I
you
know what the aura is.
out of like you've seen hell you just saw your entire path reshaped and restructured. You've seen thunder and lightning without rain. You've seen swamps that rose up across an entire land and trees uproot themselves and walk. And for just like a moment, you feel such a strong contentedness as if in this crazy backwards world, the laws of the universe have righted themselves
Hmm.
just for an instant.
How many like fires that need to be lit?
Total, it is 8.
Fuck.
Hmm.
I don't know enough of you.
Why don't you just kill the birds?
That's a great question, actually.
He's staring back at you, Misery. So
What? You cut out.
he's he's just like sort of looking at you funny. So I lost my train of thought. What did you say?
I said, why don't you just kill the birds?
Again, the Paritans, that's besides the point. They're no more villains in this tale than myself. They were once actually actors. I know how
Why?
to tell.
Hmm.
Like
Not
play
unfortunate.
actors?
Well, just
Like play actors? Or are you being metaphorical?
no, very very literal. They were a troupe called, you may have heard of them, the Greyhawk Mummers.
Have I heard of them? Huh.
Would you like to see if you've heard of them?
Yes. I'm rolling. What would this be? History? There's no art check.
Yeah, I guess history.
Art check.
There's no like
22.
culture check now. 22?
Yeah.
Sweet. I guess you have.
I have +7 in history.
You know of them but very vaguely. Um, you know that they are not originally from the material plane or the Feywild. But you have heard, excuse me, you've heard tales that of them like performing someplace or another, um, at various times. They're called the Greyhawk Mummers after the city that they're from.
Were
But
they
that's about
were they these bird creatures before, or
City Greyhawk or Mummers.
it. You are not sure. You don't think so.
huh? What? That's weird. I wonder what they're doing here. They don't seem to be performing unless this is some kind of elaborate performance art.
Hey, do you have any spells that can light fires?
Me?
Yes.
Actual
Can't,
fires? Actually, wait.
can't,
I think prestidigitation can. Let me look.
can't you, yes, can't you cast prestidigitation?
Why do we need a spell? We have torches.
Before
Because we
you
need to light 8
spend any
fires
of
at
your
once.
Well, why don't we just 1, 2, 3?
Oh well, I can't light 8 fires at once because it has to be
listen,
within
I,
10 feet of me.
I appreciate it, but before you waste any of your resources, I have to be the one to light them.
Oh,
So,
well, why don't we put you on the blink dog?
but if Vizuri's the one who lights them, why wouldn't it take her home? Is it like it only works if you do it or something? It's your special fancy personal portal?
He like stops to think about it. See,
Not that I want her gone or anything, but like, if the opportunity is here.
I imagine she would be excited about it.
I feel a little bit bad, I suppose, about leaving you all here and this realm still dominated by hags.
You want to come back and do this later? What the fuck? What the fuck?
What are you looking at?
D- what the? Sorry, I opened up D&D Wikidot to look up prestidigitation, and this is the ad that is appearing on my screen right now. Sorry, it's
Oh.
like really distracting me. I'm gonna scroll up.
Okay.
I don't like it. It's scary. Why?
Why is he like in her?
I have an ad blocker on. How is this here? What the? Anyway.
Hi, sorry, had to pee really bad.
That's okay. I might be in your boots later.
boots.
I made for walking.
Boots the house down, mama, or whatever.
So you've asked if anyone could use these to make a portal. He thinks about it. It's like, well, to be honest, don't exactly know if I'd recommend trying it. I don't know if it would sort of grandfather you into the hags. Sort of. He like gestures vaguely, um, with and ungracefully with his hands, into her clutches. If you would have back terms, I don't know.
Oh, it's another hag thing.
A lot of them about.
What if we kill
Well,
the
we're
hat?
doing hag stuff. Yeah, we might be killing her. Depends how things go, you know.
Yeah, that's kind
Eventually.
of the plan, is to like kill her or whatever. We haven't managed to kill a single one yet, but
Yeah. Well, don't worry about that. That's fine.
And the first tag's always difficult work.
well, I mean,
You know what they say.
we've met like 2 of them, and both times we were just kind of like, ah, bye. Kind of awkward.
True, the second one ran from us. She
True.
fled out of
Market
fear.
improvement from the first one, where we were turned tiny.
That was a little embarrassing.
I told you guys that hallway was suspicious.
Buck
Well,
just turns
you
them off.
spent half that time fighting with a random cook.
She had an attitude problem, okay? Thanks for reminding me.
Anyway, that seems all very terrible, and hopefully the hag dying will fix that for you. But we really do have to get going.
Yeah, unless you want to help.
Yes, is there anything you know about defeating hags? Perhaps you sound experienced.
I feel like if he knew, he'd probably be doing it right.
Well, he's under
He
contract.
stops to think again.
I think he
Um,
looks very strong and broad-shouldered.
He is very tall. Like, elves are tall. This guy's like 7 feet tall.
Everybody's always got a height difference.
He does have a size difference kink at this point.
Buck, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's kind of hard not to. He's like
Yeah,
2 feet tall.
he is 2'8".
Unless he's only dating other Harengon, which, even then.
Yeah.
Let me see what stuff he knows.
Penis music.
If he was human, he'd be like 4 feet tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of dwarfism going on there.
Well, he's a little baby.
He
Sorry.
What?
All
K-pop?
No, all 9 seasons of My Little Pony are available to watch on Tubi right now for free.
nice.
Study up for a session, bro.
I actually haven't watched the last 2 seasons, so I might have to.
My guy.
Oh my god. I hope we can get this guy on our side. He looks really strong.
And cool and handsome.
So he sort of thinks, like as he kind of taps his arm, it swishes the torch back and forth a little bit. And changes the little flickering shadows.
Shadows.
If you're aware of the hag, you probably are aware of her theater, yes.
Oh yes. Oh yes, we're planning to I don't know if I should say that so loud. We're planning to raid the theater. We're gathering allies. Do you fucking mind? We're planning to raid the theater. We're gathering allies to attack her. We've already got 2 groups on our side. We're currently trying to deliver a message to one of them.
I see. Well, I know. It probably doesn't come as a shock, but one of the things she most adores is plays. That's more or less all that she does all day is watch plays, commission plays,
Do you think
that sort of thing.
think she'd commission me for a play?
Are you a playwright?
I could be if the situation called for it. That's not my preferred area of expertise. I preferred song and poetry, but I could do it if required.
Maybe a
Poetry's
musical
half
would
the battle.
work.
Oh, she'd love that.
What'd you say?
I said maybe a musical would work.
Oh, well, a musical is no easy task. You've basically combined both things into one. That would take probably at least 2 months preparation.
I don't really want to stay here that long.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Maybe we can shelve it.
Yeah.
Well, how are you with him?
We're supposed to stick to the script, I was told.
Yes, but we never got the script.
Yeah, he sort of gestures up to the Perytons flying around with these crowd. That seems to be their preferred method. I know that they was her most darling set of performers.
Oh.
Before she got tired of them for something or other, and well, that's
Oh dear. She grew tired
Wait.
of the Greyhawks? They were only supposedly incredibly good at what they do. She sounds a
I
bit
don't think she
fussy.
likes it. No.
Were you also an actor or the like?
You see his eyes sort of like widen and his like cheeks go a little bit. I've not introduced myself. Um, I was like straightened up. My name is Bogris. Um, I'm an elven lord, not of this plane. Um, it's he's like kind of awkwardly like gesturing around with his hand. It's a pleasure to meet you. He sort of settles on like holding out his hand like this, like towards you guys. It's somewhere between like, you know, like that and like holding out your hand for like a strange cat or dog to like skittishly sort of say hi.
We don't bite, you know.
Well, you must understand I'm quite embarrassed. A very good form on my part.
Why?
I mean, this lake
Alice.
prison as it is the closest that I have to a abode right now. Not that it's much of one.
Well,
When
Why
Oh.
did the hag imprison you with this? Like this?
are you her ex-boyfriend?
the he starts laughing. He's like, oh. No, I doubt an ex-boyfriend of hers would be alive.
Maybe
Uh.
you were just too handsome. She couldn't bear to kill you or something. Classic stuff.
When you call him handsome, he's like,
Ugh.
that's, she'd. What are you asking?
Well, you don't have to look so
She-
surprised.
Well, all sort of new to me. I don't get much company normally.
You still haven't answered my question. Why
Yeah.
has the hag done this to you?
Sorry.
He like looks at you again. He looks at you like a little too long again. He's, I don't fully remember, which is probably not a good sign.
Okay.
I remember some sort of punishment and water, and I remember being told that this would break my chains.
Aren't we looking for somebody who was like kidnapped or something? Like a king?
Oh, you're gonna have to be
guy?
more specific.
No, that was a girl.
Oh yeah, you're right. And then the other guy's dead. Wait, no, he's not.
Wait.
And the other guy's Burley's brother. So
No, and then
he
the
would
other
be
guy
Burley.
is the unicorn king.
Yeah. Oh
Can
yeah,
I, like,
the other unicorn is also missing.
Oh yeah, the other unicorn. He's also a unicorn.
I don't know what to roll for this. I guess insight would. Can I try to figure out like what the vibe is with him looking at me for so long?
He is like,
Yeah,
He
dude.
probably
you...
hasn't. You're probably the first
Do
human
an
he's seen in a
insight
while,
check.
Jenna.
Yeah, I'll put his name in handouts with the everything.
He doesn't look like any of the scattered, lost good guys.
Yeah, I was looking too. I was like, there's nobody here who looks handsome.
Yeah.
Mm.
The ones that you have not met yet are most. Wait, no. I was gonna say they're mostly girls. Straight up, not true. There's like one
No,
girl.
there's one girl and two boys.
And one of them's old.
One of them's old and one of them's stupid.
Ah.
That guy's fucking. You don't even know how much heavy lifting this stupid doodle is doing. His official art is so fucking like Clash of Clans generic. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I guess that's the point, but. Sorry, yeah, roll your insight check.
18.
Whoa.
18.
You're so insightful.
So.
Alice, I'm gonna wear you
Trying
as a
to think the
necklace
best way to
next.
describe this.
He's not part of the mummers, right?
He's not.
He said he was an elven lord.
Yeah.
I must reclaim oh fuck, I forgot what it
Gevenberg.
Beddenberg.
Bebenberg!
Gevenberg.
Lol.
So off the cuff, first of all, you get the feeling that whatever weird sort of like calmness, contentedness that you felt like seeing him, he is also sort of getting that.
Awesome.
He is looking at you like he can't. There's like some like blockage happening, but he's looking at you as if he can't tell whether he recognizes you or not, but that in the way of like there's like some sort of very deep like feeling of familiarity and love there that he's not
Fuck?
really placing.
That's fucking Fenrir in there.
No! There fucking isn't. You're kidding.
He's trapped on an island with Josh Hutcherson.
Dropped in an island with the Greyhawk mummers.
What?
I guess. What? No way.
You said he's very tall. He's like an elf. He has brought. No, he's not fucking. Can I roll to see if I recognize him?
To see if it's your ex-boyfriend.
A check with that.
Did you guys fuck in the dog form or?
You can't just ask that, Izzy. God, Izzy, you can't just ask someone if they fucked a giant dog.
I think that would be like straight intelligence to like see how well you remember something. I think memory is usually just an intelligence check.
Sure.
But fuck. 13.
And what are you specifically doing a check on?
I guess to see if she like I don't know. I guess I don't know. See if she can remember like if she recognizes him from somewhere.
You look familiar.
You look like I know you, damn.
I know you, damn.
Let's see, you said 13?
Yeah.
Alice Kim.
Alice Cam.
That hurt.
Damn, now I have to decide what.
Was I meant to recognize him when you gave that description? Because I didn't catch it, so it wasn't like I didn't play it right.
She's got a lot on her mind. It's fine.
She's on her own level type shit. I'm mathing this out in my head.
Okay.
Well, if he's Fenrir, why is he an elf?
Can't just ask people why they're elves.
Maybe they put him in like a lesser form to like suppress him, and that's why he's having trouble remembering or something. Oh, hi.
Oh my god, she's kissing.
Sorry.
Alice.
Delis.
The list.
So you do definitely feel a sense of familiarity. It's like tugging at the same like part of your brain that like your pre-Feywild memories sort of like tug at. Like when you met like Rui, or when like you saw Buck's dog with like all the plants and shit in his hair.
Why was that a memory?
Because Wallace is supposed to look like Rat.
Oh.
There is some like in the past that you're like, I have met this guy before.
Sorry, this is a bit strange, but do I know you from somewhere?
He like blushes a little again. He's like, for a guy whose most of his face is like covered in hair of some sort, he's like a very blushy dude. I didn't want to be forward, but I was going to ask you the same question.
I'm Sister Misery of Hell's Sacred Order. I can't say I've met a... What is it? Borgus?
Bogris.
I can't say I've met a Bogris before. At least not to my knowledge, but I... Why are you making that face, Luca?
Because this is crazy.
Oh, okay. At least not to my knowledge.
This is the face that Harvey is making. It's juicy drama. Sorry.
Something to do with water? You said that the hags punished you for?
I mean, I don't remember what order the sort of associations were in, but yeah, I mean, I've water punishment chains. I've sort of been going through the ringer trying to find one of these portal tests that actually leads back to where I came from, but I haven't had much luck yet.
Don't you come with us and defeat the hag directly, or can you not leave?
No, whatever punishment or deal or whatever it was is keeping me here.
Ah. Well, perhaps
And I
we can
suppose
do...
actors too.
Alright, okay.
Ow! Oh.
Perhaps we can capture the birds? How many are there? How many birds are there?
He like looks up and starts going. There are Oh, isn't that funny? There's actually 8.
Goodness. Buck, do you
Now-
have like a net or anything like that?
He like sort of rustles around in his robes. They're like falling over him thickly that he has to like pull them aside like a curtain and sort of stuff. You see like little glints of like armor, and stuff from inside.
It's Geralt.
What?
It's Geralt.
It's Geralt. He wouldn't be black haired if it was Geralt.
No,
it's,
it's fucking God, his name. Uhtred, bro.
Uhtred.
No way, it's Uhtred.
I wonder if some sort of Viking association that is a convenient shorthand is happening here. He. It's like,
Did I just hear his voice? Am I crazy?
Yeah, I just heard a voice too. What was that?
Luca watching videos on his phone.
Luca.
Oh, it doesn't even point when he. There we go.
Sunblock.
Phone box.
I got caught. I'm sorry.
Epic embed fail.
I'm listening. This is crazy. I feel
He like wrestles around. Don't really have a net. I've tried to, He makes like a sort of swiping motion. It's like they get the birds. They can get too far away for that.
Hmm.
But I mean, if you said you're an actor, I mean, there could be another option.
Maybe it's like that poem with the piper and all those rats.
I don't know.
Is that a?
Harvey, try playing a tune on your horn.
Oh, you want me to play a tune on my horn? Okay.
Try to distract the birds.
All right, I'll play. Do you want me to play well or badly? Which do you think would be more distracting?
Probably a loud one.
All right, I'm rolling.
Then they
What
would
the
fly
fuck are
away.
you doing, Alice? Stop. Sorry, she's like getting into something. Lizea. Yes. 21. No, 19.
They're making like a loud noise.
Yeah, I'm trying to be as distracting as possible.
You see the Peritons like sort of like stop in there and they're like swirling flight and then you hear like a their laughs turn into a bird like whistling and they echo the tune back to you. They like sort of like spiral into formation and like fly down towards the group, whistling your tune in like a round that is like much more skillful than you would expect for like a bird. And they like fly down, and then they land like a little ways away from you that they could like take off again if they needed to. But they land. Two of them in front do like a big pose with their wings, and the others land sort of like to the side and behind them. And once they're all landed, they in what's the word? They all in unison, sort of like.
Oh, this is just like Swan Lake.
Keep playing, keep playing, Harvey. Misery like motions to Borges,
Bogris.
Bogris to light his lanterns.
He like look and he starts kind of like slowly walking up the beacon. They the big one in front like kind of like glances at him.
Are they all on the same path? Are they like 8 different mountains?
They're in a circle around the lake.
Oh,
Hey guys, check this out. This is my impression of a horse.
hey, that was pretty good.
Okay.
Can you do a sheep?
Bogris like tries to take another step up, and the Periton in front like stares at him and does like a big like flap on the ground.
Misery pulls a torch out of her satchel and lights it.
Coco Melon.
Bogris like he kind of like he keeps his eyes on the Peritons and he like kind of inches his way back over to the group. It's like
Bless you.
he inches his way over. It's like think they want to put on a performance.
We have to put on the best talent show this place has ever seen.
Oh, like with you?
Well, no, but I mean, do you ever get up during a play and leave?
Oh, that's a good point.
Yes. Have you never had to pee really bad? Just go like this.
He like
Right?
looks at you strangely.
What? What? What do you think they preferred you soil yourself in the midst of their play?
Well,
That
do you
does sound
think
hag-ish.
maybe maybe if they put on a performance, their spell will break and they'll turn back into actors again?
Oh, that's
Well, that would
interesting.
be preferable.
Well, then why are they freaking blowing out your fire, man?
Perhaps
I
it's
don't
part
know
of their
why am I
curse.
liking
Party
them.
Maybe you
poopers.
can light my fire.
What cha fire?
Well, let's give it a try then.
Uh,
Harvey,
There's
play a
one, like,
tune, and let's everyone take a sit down.
oh, I'm playing another
Bogris
song.
sits
What the-
down.
Okay. Am I rolling
What
again?
Like
you
a big
say?
like lump of fabric.
Are we fucking doing Inuyasha right now?
Are you doing Inuyasha? I have no idea what fucking happens in Inuyasha.
I didn't watch it in Yasha.
All I know is that it's like the sit thing. And there's like a crazy love triangle between this girl and like her long dead ancestor and the dog.
He's like a dog boy. He's like a dog boy, and like he has some sort of curse on him that whenever she says like down boy or sit or whatever it is, he has to sit.
He was in love with her like great grandmother, who she looks exactly
Yeah.
like. So when she comes, but she died
blonde.
supposedly. So when she comes back through the well, she's like, "Oh my God, Kiyomi or whatever the fuck your name was," and she's like, "That's not my name." Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Shit. Okay. I'm playing a song, everybody. Here we go. Do I have to roll again, or can I use my same roll?
And I mean, if you want to.
Okay. All right. I'm
What
sure.
song are you playing, just out of curiosity?
I want to try doing my goblin song again, but without
Okay.
the terrible singing. No offense, Misery.
Listen, she rolled a 1.
She rolled a 1. That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's why I did it like that.
It's
I
yeah.
thought she just rolled low.
No, she
No,
rolled
I
a
rolled.
nat
I
one.
crit
Right?
failed. I
Yeah.
crit failed. That's why it was like that.
This is my chance for redemption. I still haven't solved the lyric problem, but I think it's fine. I'll just solve it with interpretive dance.
One of the Peritons like sort of does like a
Oh, do you
Do
want
you
me
have
to
pictures
actually
of
do it?
skeletons in the guy?
oh they
Are they module? Or are you?
they let me see. They've got pictures of the Peritons.
Is he module?
I gotta
Doesn't have
remember
any
the
such
tune.
part.
Well, if he's module, then he's not Fenrir, unless you combine two characters.
Yeah, they could have replaced.
Why would I tell you something like that?
So true.
My God.
I want to know what a Puritan is.
I know what a Puritan
Oh,
is.
okay, that's actually kind of cool. Freakish.
They're like
Oh, awesome.
they're like birds with antlers, and they can understand
They kind of have
like
more than
human
just.
speech, but they can't talk.
They kind of have
They're
more
like
than just antlers. They kind of have like deer heads, bro.
Nah, they got like beaks.
But their heads are deer heads with a beak. They have ears
Earheads.
and forward-facing eyes.
They're weird.
I mean, these ones in particular used to be people, so
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. This is my chance for redemption, everybody.
he's he's like playing and doing like a little.
I'm dancing. I assumed that you guys didn't want to sit through the whole performance again, so just like imagine it.
Okay.
Also, because my throat kind of hurts.
You start at the tune. They like take a second. The two sort of main ones take their places at either side, as if there's like stage curtains. A couple of them sort of gather together in the back, and kind of like vocalize along to your playing, like a that sort of thing.
Aww.
My singing monsters type deal.
Ba-dum.
And the two who seem to be like the stars of the troupe kind of like approach each other across the stage, and do a little like sort of twirling like tango dance with their wings.
Oh.
Very interpretive dance type deal. They have like very human mannerisms overall. They do like little dips and like spins. It's punctuated every so often with like big dramatic like aerial movements. They'll like start doing like a tandem dance, and then just sort of like raise into the air until they're like flying around with each other. And then from the side of the stage, several of them sort of like slink out sneakily, like puff up their chests and do a bit like.
Whoa. This is crazy.
And then the two are like sort of cowering, afraid of the beast. And then the smallest, last Greyhawk, who's been sort of like tiptoeing around in the backwards, kind of like tripping every so often, making like weird sort of dives into the ground. When he tries to like gracefully dance, it comes up with a little like and like knocks out the monster with a single wing slap,
Whoa.
and the rest of them
Wow.
and the little gestury one. It's like, and he finishes by singing along like the same tune from your horn. As you finish up the song and matches every note.
Wow. That's amazing.
Misery starts clapping and then gives them a standing ovation.
They like start stepping forwards in groups, like the chorus does like their bows. The big monster like comes out.
Whoa. Whoa.
And then like the couple and the fool come out.
The fool.
The fool. Yeah, he was like a comedic sort of jester type character.
Does he have a stick?
He does not have a stick.
No scepter.
Unless you count the antler.
Damn.
So no scepter.
So no scepter?
So no cat. Wow. Wow, that was quite an amazing performance that you guys just put on. I'm honored to have been a part of it.
Did they just make that up?
I don't know. Maybe.
That was pretty cool.
They like
Well,
dip their heads to you, and then one of them like sort of gestures a wing towards you, Harvey.
Oh,
You
are
have
we
to
shaking?
bow, Harvey.
Oh, I was
you're
actually
supposed
gonna ask if I could get your autograph.
You see their bird faces like visibly light up. They're like they kind of like gather in a little line and do like that awkward little like bird walk over to you.
I think I have a
They're
big
very
enough,
big up close.
I think I have a big enough piece of paper for all of you to sign the same one. But you might have to write kind of small. Here you go.
How are they gonna write?
They have mouths, don't they?
The first one takes the writing utensil you offer and like with like a talon and like uncaps it. Writes you see specifically in very big letters. They each in turn do the same. You see the space getting like progressively smaller as each of them try to write as large as they can on the page.
Okay, kind of get it.
Eventually, after they like fight over it a little bit and hand it back to you, and you have a page with 8 names on it, which I will write in handout. So it says Archilus, Mortia, Verna, Maldor, Angara, Gorgonal, Carthazar, and Thornelia.
Damn, Thornelia.
Thornelia.
That's a pretty cool name, I won't lie. Oh wow, thank you so much. When I get home. Wait. I don't have a house.
What do you mean? What? What do you mean, Harvey?
I don't have.
you don't have a house. You're an adventurer.
I just realized I don't have anywhere to put my stuff.
That's another reason you should come to the farm.
So that you can put stuff on
That
your walls.
is your house, Harvey. What do you mean? You live there.
Buck, we can talk about this later. We have to see if our plan worked.
Well, it clearly didn't.
They
They're
look
still
like
birds.
Oh.
They're kind of like,
Well, Borges, try lighting your fires now.
Watch out your fire. Sorry.
Maybe they'll let you.
Maybe you have to put on a performance for them. Do a little twirl or something. Can't you do a little like leap or even a back bend or something?
he like looks put on. It's like the Barringtons looked like they were like about satisfied, but now they're all sort of like smirking, a little bird smirk, and like
I'm, come on, maybe surely you can manage one pirouette. It's
he
not
like
that
he
hard.
like kind of gets to his feet, and then they're like, and they gesture to the lot of you.
Oh, us
Oh,
too? No, we have nothing to do with this.
I'm a storyteller. I can tell you a story.
They like go like,
Right.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I know. Here's one. This one got me some recognition at the carnival.
at the carnival.
At the gala.
So Misery's gonna tell the story of the binding of Fenrir,
Yes.
which is what she did tell at the carnival. Do you guys want me to tell it, or do you just want like?
It's up to you.
That's a
Do you want your
I
moment
don't
in the
remember her
spotlight?
telling it.
What? What'd you say, Izzy? I didn't.
I said I don't remember it, so you can tell it again.
Okay.
Except that he got like his foot cut off or whatever.
Okay.
They like
I'll try to see. I'll try to remember if I can remember how I did it with the kids at work when I was doing that all the time for like the camp counselors. A long, long time ago, when the earth was new and the gods weren't yet friends, Odin visited his uncle, who oversaw the Fountain of Wisdom. And he went up to his uncle and he said, "Uncle, can I drink from the Fountain of Wisdom? I am your nephew. You should let me." And his uncle was like, "That is not enough. You must give me something in return." So Odin took his knife and he removed one of his eyes and he dropped it into the Fountain of Wisdom, and his uncle allowed him to drink from it. And from that day forward, Odin could see beyond what was natural, and he often had prophetic dreams. And many years later, he had a dream that scared him very deeply, and he called forth Loki, the trickster god, in his court, and he said, "Loki, you have children." And Loki said, "Oh yes, of course. With my wife Sigyn, we have a two very good boys, Thori and I don't remember the second one's name. Let's call him Axie. Although I confess Thori doesn't always listen to his father." And Odin said, "No, you have more children. You've been sneaking off into the night and sleeping with the goddess, with the giantess, Angraboda. And Loki tried to appear a little bit guilty, a little bit remorseful, but all he did was seem a little smug. So Odin sent out Thor, Tyr, and fucking I don't know, Heimdall to go retrieve Loki's children. And when they returned back to Asgard, they came back with an enormous snake, a little girl who had half the face of a skeleton and half the face of a little girl, and a giant wolf. Um, Odin told Thor to throw the giant snake into the sea, which he did. And he sent the little girl to the underworld and told her to rule over it, seeing as she already had one foot in the grave, so to speak. And as for the giant wolf, he allowed it to stay in Asgard. And Tyr, who spent most of his time with the wolf, named it Fenrir. And Fenrir grew very, very quickly, and soon was as big as a house, and the gods were becoming nervous, saying that he was still a pup, and he still had much growing to do, and soon he would be able to overpower the gods. So God, I'm sorry, I'm doing such a shitty job.
No, you're doing
No,
great.
no.
But so basically they come up with this plan. They build the biggest chain link that they possibly can, and they come up to Fenrir, who is at his heart just a little boy, a little pup, and they say, "Fenrir, you're the strongest around." And Fenrir puffs up his little wolf chest and he's like, "Yes, I am the strongest." And they're like, "Well, you must prove it. Here, break these chains." He's like, "Yes, of course, I'll do it. Any chains you bring me, I'll be able to break." So they chain Fenrir up, and he huffs and he puffs, and the gods are biting their knuckles, and Fenrir breaks free of the chains. And he's like, "See? I can break any chain." So the gods, even more nervous than before, go to the dwarves in the mountains, and they say, "We need the strongest chain possible, because we gotta tie up this wolf pup who is gonna soon be able to overpower us." So the dwarves get to work, and eventually they produce something like a chain. It's very thin, it's very silvery, and it kind of appears more like a very, very, very long woman's like necklace chain than it does one that could bind a wolf. And they make it with all sorts of things that you would no longer see in this world, such as dragon's breath, like a cat's words, and that is why you no longer see cats speaking. That's why there's no longer dragons or whatever. Not true in D&D world, but so they bring the chain to Fenrir, and they're like, "Fenrir, we have another chain for you to break." And Fenrir takes a look at this chain, and he starts to get a little nervous, because although he is a child, he is a very clever child and in his heart, and kind of senses a trick coming on. He's like, "That little chain, I could break that easily. Bring me big fetters, bring me an enormous chain." And they're like, "This is the strongest chain in the world." And he's like, "No, it's not. It's a tiny little one. Go find me a big one." And they're like, "Fenrir, are you afraid?" And Fenrir is like, "No, I'm not afraid. But if this is a trick, I would like one of you to put your hand in my mouth, and then you can chain me up. And if you do not, so if this is a trick, I could take your hand, basically. So they bring Fenrir to like this lake, and at the center of the lake is a little isle, and they bring Fenrir there, and Tyr, who is his friend, kneels before him and holds out his hand, and he's like, "This is no trick." And Fenrir takes Tyr's hand in his mouth, and they chain Fenrir up, and he huffs and he puffs, and he strains his muscles, and he is utterly unable to break the chain. And he's like, "Okay, now unchain me." And the rest of the gods kind of look away, and they're like, "No, Fenrir." So Fenrir bites down on Tyr's hand, and Tyr doesn't scream. He wraps up his severed stump, and the gods basically row away. And as they are rowing away, they are like, "You foolish gods! Had you only trusted me, I would have been an ally to you. But now when I escape, and I shall escape, I will eat the sun, I will eat the moon, and I will devour every last one of you." So, if you ever find yourself on an island in the middle of a lake, and you find yourself at the mouth of a cave from which a small stream is trickling forth, do not enter that cave, because that is not a cave. It is Fenrir's mouth.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Damn. We were just in a cave.
We were just in a cave.
And yet are about to be again. The Peritons all like appreciatively like beat their wings, and what passes for Periton applause. Misery, you feel like a slight like weight against you, and Bogris, who's sad again to listen to the story, is like kind of leaning against you, and his eyes look very far away.
Hello there. Are you alright?
Sorry. You told it well.
You've heard it before?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Right then. I don't know if this would be like... Would she put two and two together?
I don't know. That's up to you.
It's almost more sad if she leaves him here not knowing who he is.
I would be curious.
Is it really him?
It's gotta be him.
Gotta be.
Okay,
Misery.
she told the story here, reacted emotionally. What were you saying, Buck?
What happened to the other two children?
Oh. Well, during Ragnarok, the end of days, Fenrir will break free, and he will eat the sun, and he will eat the moon, as will Jormungandr. He will fill the oceans, Jormungandr the serpent, he will fill the oceans with venom, and he will rise, and he will join his brother, and both of them will reunite with their sister on the battlefield, and she will be commanding the army of the dead, and I will be among them.
You'll
And
be
together we will
dead?
defeat. Of course, this is many years in the future. And if I'm not dead, I'll still, be there to fight, because hell is my mistress. Hell is my lady.
So you're gonna be on the army that's gonna destroy the world.
No. We are going to be taking back the world from evil gods. Did you not hear the story of them imprisoning children?
To be fair, that was pretty fucked up. Well,
That is the sort of crew Odin is running.
damn. You know who else imprisons children?
Hags.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You are not.
Wow, that was
I
crazy,
would
man.
like to um this is not like a this this is something that was in the module, but I would just like to point out Jan specifically does not have a moon.
Does not have a
That's
what?
crazy.
It does not have a moon.
Oh,
Oh shit.
oh, cause they ate it already.
That's a module thing. That's an
I
Endlin
eated it
thing.
all.
It's just interesting. It's just interesting is all.
That's interesting.
Imagine she took it. She took it. She's like, no eclipses on my watch, thanks.
Imagine if Endlin took the moon and she took the sun.
And she took everything she thought was fun.
And she
She
stirred
did,
it
and it
all up,
did.
and then was done.
Okay. So is Borges still like leaning on her?
Um, he hasn't moved unless you have indicated for him to.
Are you all right?
Yes, I'm. It's just been a little while since I was able to rest side company.
Right.
He sort of reluctantly um, straightens up. Um, you feel the the cold of the wind um, more harshly for a second as it like fills in where like the warmth had been.
Damn.
Well,
The
perhaps we
Puritans
should,
at this point. Wait, sorry, go on.
perhaps we should make camp here. I mean, we're already lost. Who knows how long it'll be before we reach the Briganauts. I know I said I wanted to make a good time, but who's to say what good time is at this point? We don't know where we are.
Right? Is there even like a day-night cycle here?
It is definitely like nighttime by this point.
Okay.
The sky is always like a night sky, but you still have like a sort of internal circadian rhythm that is telling you that it is nighttime. You set off from the Corrids when it was already like evening-ish.
Okay.
Even though she took the moon, she took the sun.
Maybe we should make camp.
Though there may not be a moon in the sky, as long as you and I are nearby, Buck, there'll be a moon tonight between the two of us.
Very
Three,
true.
three of you now. Misery looks at Long Night.
Well, he has to be officially accepted by the clan head. We
Long
can
night, like
we
not.
can give him a recommendation, but that guy's kind of stingy. I don't He might have
You
to
could
Well,
marry
marry
him.
into the family.
That would be the easy way.
well, seeing as there's no clan head present, can't you just make a judgment in his stead?
I
Why would
suppose.
we be allowed to do that?
Well, he's not here to stop you, is he?
But he's also not here to take the record.
So, I mean,
Harvey could take the record.
I mean, I personally, that I guess I could do that. I might get in trouble later, but I mean, as long as somebody doesn't go and tattle, it should be fine.
You won't even come back to the farm, and you're going to make decisions on behalf of the elder?
Long night was
shit.
not expecting to be dealing with this. He's like,
Buck, I'll say it again. I've said it a million times. What exactly do you think would happen if I went back to the farm? You want to know what would happen? I would turn around and I would just leave right back as soon as I get there.
Why?
Because there's nothing for me to offer there. They don't need me there.
I need you there.
What?
that's crazy.
Forget it. He sort of the like story threw him sort of off whack. He was like pensive, and now he's like brooding, and now he's gonna like go and start setting up camp.
Well,
That's crazy.
uh, Harvey turns to Log Knight. He's like, well, I mean, we've been talking about all this while you're sitting right here. I'm.
It's. I mean, that's pretty regular for. Forget it. It's fine.
I'm in regards to the recommendation thing. We can actually put one in for you, if you really want to join a clan. The guy who's in charge of the paperwork usually is notoriously slow with it, so it might take a few months, but that's if we get out of here alive.
Would it be like you know he he like does his little like transformation shimmer and like turns into his rabbit farm that like you first met him in. It'd have to be like this, or I mean, there are a
Uh,
lot of changelings in there.
I don't. Well, I can't say that I am aware of any changelings in our family tree, but I mean,
Oh, I guess.
there's definitely been cases of non-Harengans marrying into the family. Not so much of them being adopted, but I mean, there's a first time for everything, or a third or second time. I'm not exactly a historian in regards to this topic. This is not my thing of interest. I find ancestry to be rather boring, actually. But basically, if you want to keep the name Long Night Moon for now, you can. If you want to make it official, though, we will have to go do the civic nonsense. But
He like sort of back into his changeling form. She's like, oh, I get it. It's a whole. Listen, I come from the courts. I understand. I,
yeah,
yeah, but I mean, who knows? I mean, that's in the future.
I kind of I kind of dicked that up there, didn't I?
With but I'm sure he'll. He's like trying to comfort you about it, but he has no idea what to say clearly, as he is used to agreeing with everyone instead of trying to mediate things.
That is hysterical.
Fine, I'm sure. He, like he doesn't want to say anything while Buck is in earshot that Buck might not like. It's something you can work out.
People pleaser, huh?
You know, when
Name one
there's
person who is pleased with you.
there's a way and all that.
I didn't realize he felt so strongly about it. I guess I should have realized, but
I mean, Buck doesn't feel any way but strongly.
I suppose. But he's not normally so, I don't know, forthright with his opinion about this particular topic.
He like sort of like saying something. I don't know. Forthright would be maybe one of my top three adjectives to describe him. Forthright, valiant, and
I can think of a couple. Squishy.
can you roll like an insight check for me, really quick?
Who, me?
Yes.
Ow, fuck!
Stub thine toe.
19. Wait,
19.
uh...
Are you adding stuff?
No, I
You don't
can't
have to
tell.
add
You don't have to add stuff, probably.
No, I'm trying to figure out what number this is supposed to be.
Well, that I can't help you with, dog.
It's okay. 21.
101. Sorry.
So he's said forthright and valiant, and he is searching for a third word, and he is very, very, very obviously trying not to say round.
Oh. What the?
Silver.
Well, that's just his armor. You know, there's a
Yeah, but I
person
mean, that's
underneath all that,
an
right?
adjective that I would use. I mean, how many times have I seen Buck out of his armor? How many times have I seen Buck out?
Probably never. He doesn't really take
Probably
it
never.
off. I've seen
He's
it.
seen probably your face like at least once, right?
Maybe.
I don't think so. Well, maybe. Was Long Night around during that whole debacle where he got like hypnotized to have long ears or whatever?
No, I think that was over
No.
before you guys went to
That was
thither.
way back in Hither.
And like after that, I feel like Buck didn't take his helmet off.
He took it off, like, in front of Burley, in the bath. They did bathe in Thither.
Yeah, but he kept the
Um,
helmet on for one of them. I remember it was like a whole thing.
Yeah. But they met Long Night in Thither, right?
Yeah.
I don't even, like, it's completely possible that he didn't. Anyway, go on. Buck is, like, loudly setting up the camp over there, by the way.
I'm picturing
Bang!
I'm picturing he's like trying to start a fire like with like the sticks.
Yeah.
Long Night keeps like looking over, like you see his hand kind of like raised to like he like starts to do the motions for like the campfire cantrip. But
Smoke is coming from it. He set up like a bow drill.
can't hear you. I'm putting in work. This is just that one episode of Parks and Rec where they go camping.
I'm working a real adult job.
Not an iPhone in sight.
No, it's like...
We're like right next to a lake, right?
Yeah.
I guess Misery is going to take this opportunity to have a little bath.
Oh, is she? Oh, is she now? Is she having a bath? And
Shut up!
Sounds like it's time for me to take my clothes off.
Listen! This is in
Actually,
character. Every time there's an opportunity to take a bath, Misery takes a bath.
No, it's true. I just think you have ulterior motives here
Boyfriend.
with her elf boyfriend.
Nothing else.
But yeah, no, she's going over there, and she like is taking the opportunity to like have a little bath, wash her clothes, and all that stuff.
I'm washing my clothes.
I'm keeping up with my. I'm catching up with my notes.
Oh, the fucking chains we heard rattling. Of course it's Fenrir. We literally heard chains rattling underneath his giant fur coat. Of course it's Fenrir.
You heard like rattling something or other metal.
Yeah, because this guy's got a pocket full of quarters.
Yeah.
I got a pocket full
Full
of
quarters. I got a life that I cannot remember. Oh. Ooh, whoa.
Whoa.
Who are you? I can't really recall, but I think I've seen you before. Whoa. I'm not good with the rhyming.
No, what?
I liked it.
A lot of my poems have like slanted rhymes in them because
That's okay. That's
rhyming
the best
is
one.
annoying.
Alright. Misery.
Are you like getting butt booty naked right now?
I mean, yeah,
How
this is how she does it.
I'm washing me and my clothes.
I'm washing me and my clothes.
This is
I,
how she's always done it.
I know that fucking thing is full of stuffing. That shit would mold.
what? What's full of
Oh, his
stuffing?
outfit.
No, it's not.
Is it not?
No, do you not know how these clothing items work? How they create the silhouette and the shape is through one, ex- extreme volume of fabric, and two, like using a heavy fabric that holds its shape, and
Oh.
through ironing and stitches. Like it's not stuffed. That's
Oh.
like there's air in there.
Really?
Sometimes they have like sleeve puffers, but that's more of like a structural thing that you wear underneath it. It's not stuffing.
Yeah.
I forget what they're called.
I watched a video of someone making an outfit that's honestly very similar to the one that Harvey makes. It was even it was even pumpkin themed. This is after I designed him. So
Was it Rachel Matsky?
was it like a orange and black pumpkin bloomer thing with like a big
No,
hat?
was it Rachel Matsky who made it?
I don't remember. It was on Tumblr.
Did she have red hair?
I don't know. I was looking at the
Okay.
clothes.
He can't
Okay.
remember images in his head. How would he know that?
I just remember there was a pumpkin pants. Pumpkin pants. Well, actually, Longnet, I was gonna ask you, what do you think of this guy that we've just found here, who's like clearly got something going on with our resident lady friend?
He like looks over and this you guys like look over, there's like a pile of Misery's clothes like on the lake bank, like the size of Misery, and she is like waded into the lake, like bathing, I assume. At like a TV sensors like just above the boobs level. He like looked over. He's like, what? What are you?
Let's look away respectfully.
We avoiding eye contact. What'd you say?
I said, what do you think of this ginormous man who's appeared here, who's clearly got something going on with Misery? What's his name, Gringo?
I don't think it's Gringo.
I don't think that's what it is. I think it's like
Bob?
burger or something.
Bob, Chris? I don't really know. Does he have like a thing going more than anyone, other people we've met? His like he like can't form a full sentence right now.
Damn, Misery, your bobbies.
Damn, Misery, your body.
Do you say that in
No.
character?
No.
I'm assuming not.
Harvey would never say that.
He respects women.
He respects what he's like, I'm looking the other way very loudly and pointedly.
Yeah. No
Oh,
one's
you've seen it
looking at
before,
the
Harvey.
No one's looking close to the giant lake.
I know, but this is like a different situation. There's like mood lighting and like the beautiful location and stuff. It's just weird.
Misery
Harvey,
looks
can you
at the
stop talking?
thunder.
There is thunder. Harvey, can we talk about something else right now?
Oh yeah, sure. So if you were to immigrate to our town, what exactly, or family, like what do you think you would like? You have to have some kind of marketable skill to like sort of sell yourself to the elder.
You do? Like fucking New Zealand?
Well, yeah, if you get born into the family, like that's great, but they don't just accept any old bum.
I guess that's true.
It's kind of like a prestigious ancestry, at least in their eyes. Like how would you go about appealing yourself? Here, I'll be the elder.
Are we doing an interview?
Yeah, I'll be the elder.
Okay.
Oh.
Can we turn 90 degrees to the other?
Oh yeah, sure. Here, wait.
You guys turn. He's facing away from the lake. Harvey's facing towards it. Yeah.
Harvey tucks his like sort of sticks his ears underneath his nose, so it looks like a big bushy beard mustache combo. And
Make one day in that one Gravity Falls episode.
he takes his hat off, and he like clutches it in one hand. He's like, "Oh, Sonny, what's your name? I have to check the records and make sure there's no conflicts of name interest or whatever. We can only have one at a time alive. So,
Um,
what's your name, hun?
I mean, what would I say?
Are you
Is he-
serious?
Well, what's he looking for? What's the angle?
What's your name?
No, but you know what I mean.
What do you want to be called?
Which version? Okay, that's a different question.
Oh my gosh.
I hate transgender.
Okay. Well, alright. Hmm.
Am I a rabbit in this situation, or am I?
Honestly, that is a good question. I mean, it's not like you could stay a rabbit forever, right? Unless you want to, I suppose, but I feel like being an awesome tall person is probably a lot cooler.
I could be a taller rabbit if there's a deficiency
Oh,
of tall rabbit.
I'm imagining that sounds very scary.
Have you guys made any Moon family members that are like normal person height? They do
Yeah.
come like. You guys are both medium. You're just at the very end of medium.
Harley is big.
Okay,
Florence's sister, Rose Moon or whoever. Oh no, that's Barley's sister. Rose is also tall.
D&D homework for you.
Height chart.
How tall are Harvey and Buck next to their dad? Because this is important
They're probably
to
like
me.
at the size.
Why are they so
No
small?
wonder he's got like a superior
small?
complex. Why are you blue?
Unlucky? I don't know.
Because, like, their mom's
the-
not that small.
They're the fucking Khajiits that get stuck as like cats that can't talk
So sad.
as Harangans.
So
Why
like,
is their dad tall? I feel like their dad should be buck-sized.
He could be buck size.
yeah, I kind of,
Barley standing in the corner as you like
I think
decide
for,
his.
I think for comedic, I think it's funnier if he's small, but I think it's like kind of more thematically intimidating if he's large. Like he's like a large figure to live up to, both literally and
Yeah.
figuratively. But I mean, I've kind of left, Barley to Izzy's like design interpretation, just cause
Yeah.
I
I agree with you. I think it makes more sense if he's tall. But it would be pretty funny if he was big. I mean if he was small.
yeah. So so you know what? Maybe we have to tackle this issue some other time. I didn't realize you had so much baggage along with it.
About he's like genuinely kind of taken. He's like what in. Sorry, that's crazy.
Well,
That,
I mean,
that would be like if I said I didn't realize you had baggage about coming from a farm and going to Bard College.
where's the baggage
like-
with that?
Family drama.
That's not the same thing. I personally don't have baggage around that. It seems like everybody else has a problem with me coming from a farm and going to Bard College. Me personally, I don't have a problem with that at all. In fact, it was the most natural thing for me to do.
He misread the situation.
But it's not. But that's because I knew what I wanted to do, and I did it. And everybody seems to have a problem with that, even though I think it's quite clear that if I had stayed, it wouldn't have been good for anybody because I'm not exactly I'm not exactly farmhand material.
Scratching from the fire
Yeah.
making grows louder.
I mean, you've got to do what you've got to do.
Well, he didn't have to do it. Misery is returning from her bath, and she's like wringing out her
Are you
hair.
still all
Is she
wet?
Is she naked?
She's got she's I assume she would like have like night clothes, maybe something else to change
Awesome.
into. She's got like
It'd
a
be
shift
hysterical if she
on.
walked up naked though.
Okay, fine. She's butt naked.
Oh my god.
You're welcome.
My
Wait, just
goodness.
absolutely no
This is-
self-awareness.
This is so shocking. You don't even have any fur or anything to cover up your
What do
bits.
you mean? You've literally seen me like this several times now. We've bathed together, Harvey.
I know, maybe I'm just feeling more conscious about it lately. I don't know.
Ugh, whatever.
I mean,
Misery like goes through her satchel and like pulls out her shift and like throws it on.
I'll acknowledge that this is entirely my issue and not yours. I'm not shaming you in any way.
Right?
I just wanted to put that out there. I respect and love women.
Oh, I don't see how that's even. Never mind.
Um,
Anyway,
were you coming to
you
my?
didn't have.
Oh, sorry. You go. You go. You
Yes, I've been coming. I've consistently come to your defense on this issue. Don't look so surprised. I did the same thing. I left the farm and I became Sister Misery of Hell's Sacred Order.
go. But
I wasn't always that.
I don't understand. I guess I kind of understand, but I don't see what the end goal with trying to get me to go back is. What would that? It's.
He's your brother. He loves you and he misses you.
I know, but I can't go just to be his brother. Like I'd have to do stuff there, and I don't. There's nothing for me to do there.
I realize that, but I'm just explaining to you why he's upset.
I know.
He also has this strange complex about protecting you, but you don't need protecting. You're very formidable. I've seen you explode people.
Yes, but I don't know.
Anyway, he needs to get over himself.
Damn right, speak truth.
Honestly, I was hoping that going on this trip with him might, I don't know, get him to realize some stuff about, like, maybe what he wants to do, or if he really wants to commit to being a farmer for the rest of his life. I don't know. It's kind of a big commitment.
Well, he can do what he wants, and you can do what you want.
That's true. I have questions for you. Who is
Yes?
this? Who
I
is
don't
this guy?
know. I don't know. He is so familiar.
You have
And
some,
he is acting very strangely.
You have some drama going on. I could tell he was looking at you like.
Well, he doesn't know who I am either, I don't think. He seemed to be telling the truth.
I know
Hey,
you.
what's his name
I've
again?
walked with you once.
Wait, Misery wouldn't remember
on a
his name.
dream.
Yeah.
August, if that's wrong. Whatever. August, come here.
Wow.
I try the hear boy thing, see if it works.
He has been like very resolutely like casually turned away from the lake. He sort of turns like she's like
Have you been having
yes.
Have you been having any strange dreams lately?
What sort of strange dream?
Well, I don't know. Dreams about people from your past, maybe, or objects in your dreams appearing in real life.
I don't usually dream when I sleep.
Oh, well, that's not helpful.
Sorry.
All right. This is going to sound very strange. So I, much like you, was brought to this realm against my will, and I am much changed. I used to have the use of magic, and I can no longer access most of it. Um, I am also quite a bit younger than I was in the material realm, and I have found that some of my, well, one so far, of my companions from the material realm has been put in a similar situation. Our memories have been altered. He is quite a bit different than he was in the material realm, and I believe a similar thing is happening to you.
To me.
Well, yes, I mean, you remember. I know you, I just don't know who you are.
He's like he's clearly confused, but he's like very focused on you. I know you too, but I don't know how.
So do I.
First thing I've recognized about this place.
This is fucking torture. If only I had put two and two together in the beginning, and then I could played it like that from the beginning.
It's funnier this way, though.
I need to pay more attention.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's in the VOD.
Okay.
I can send the description once the session's done.
Tell me if you have any dreams tonight.
Aren't you? Wait a minute. Aren't you a dream lady? Can't you go into
You're
his
right.
soul realm?
Oh, great
Yes,
point.
we could do that. That's a great idea.
Oh shit! That's me. That's not him. He just like out of nowhere is like, oh shit!
Oh shit!
That's an excellent idea. Borgus, would you be opposed to... I don't know how to explain this to outsiders. How did I explain it to you the first time?
I don't remember.
Oh, never mind.
It doesn't. It's. I don't. Is it that complicated? I mean, you're kind of just. You know. Going into a person's unconscious mind and rummaging around a bit. I feel like that's not that strange considering all the things that we've been doing lately.
Going into the unconscious mind. We're going into another level of reality. Anyway, I'm sorry, Borgus. Anyway.
Like this, right?
Would you be... Stop doing that. What are you doing? Why are you swimming?
I'm parting the veil between worlds.
We've done this before. You know that's not the motions.
That was a while ago. Somehow it feels like that was almost a year ago or so.
Well, you're giving him misinformation, so stop it. Anyway. Borgus, would you be opposed to performing a ritual with me that would bring you to a different sort of reality temporarily, and maybe we can find out some things about you, and perhaps about our connection?
He's like still like looking very intently at you. He nods. He's like, I trust you. I would try anything.
Oh my god.
My god.
He like makes like a little like a move as if to like take your hand, but doesn't do it.
Take my hand.
Misery blushes. She's blushing very hard.
Oh my.
Right. Okay. I'll prepare. Excellent. Misery gets her shit ready to perform the ritual. She lights her incense and she kind of like gestures for Borgus to come over and like sit with her. And she pulls out her dagger. And she like says some stuff in Infernal. And she's like, I just need you to relax, all right? And she's like, I'm going to make a very shallow cut in your hand.
He holds out his hand for you.
Okay.
Oh my
She
god, with
takes.
no hesitation.
Oh my
No
God.
hesitation.
Even though history of being harmed by people he trusts, I'm
That's
shitting
crazy,
myself
isn't it?
right now.
Oh my God. All right. She makes a shallow cut in his palm, and she does the same to herself. And then she like takes her sliced hand, like takes his sliced hand, so their kind of blood intermingles, and then she like kind of like pulls his head towards hers so their foreheads are touching.
That's crazy, bro.
That well, that is from the original thing that happened with Hazel. That's how she did it then too.
I know, but that's crazy.
Yeah, still, it's so crazy.
It's so crazy.
Yeah, and
No
it was
way.
and it was kind of homoerotic when that happened.
And it was
Yeah,
kind of
you say that
homoerotic when
wasn't
that
homoerotic?
happened. But anyway, Misery is like chanting in Infernal and kind of like sort of like rocking them back and forth a little bit, trying to bring them into the soul realm, I suppose.
Are they having sex right now?
Not having sex.
Or not having sex.
So you do this, you sort of slip under the level of consciousness, um, as you're used to doing with this ritual, um, sort of as if you are like falling through like a thin sheet almost into the soul realm. It's as if you're underwater, but walking on solid ground.
Mm-hmm.
You the two of you are holding hands.
Oh my god.
The darkness of the water sort of stretching onwards with various like distant variegated rays of sunlight piercing through from somewhere high above. And it's if you sort of look upwards to where you would expect like the surface to be, you see far, far, far above your head something that you wouldn't recognize like visually, but like in your mind, in like your hindbrain, you understand to be like the underside of Fenrir's Island, far
Oh
above
my
you.
God.
Even though that's not how islands work.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying.
And if you take a step forward, your foot lands a little higher than it did, as if on a stair.
She turns back to Borges. Can we like so we're like underwater?
You're underwater, like aesthetically, in terms of like functioning. You're like breathing and like walking normally.
Okay. And she's like, oh my gods. And she like turns back to him, kind of wide-eyed, and then kind of like looks back at what I guess is an invisible stairwell, more or less.
Yeah.
And kind of like starts walking up, still holding his hand.
He follows you.
All right.
You climb um, higher, higher on the staircase. Your feet start making little like um, there's no good onomatopoeia for this. Um, like sparkling noises almost on the various steps first, as if you're like a boot against glass, and then as if like glass is sort of like being crushed. And the sound gets like sharper as you get closer to the underside of the island. Like sharper and more resonant in your ears, like a tuning fork. As you climb the staircase and somehow know where to put each step.
Oh my god, it's the glass ceiling.
No way. And this is why women.
So sorry.
You climb higher and higher. You see. There is a sort of surface reflected back at you, with streams of bubbles sort of rising past you as you climb, almost as if the water's boiling. But you feel no heat, you feel no wet. You keep climbing until you're very, very close. You could almost reach out a hand and break the surface. You feel something grab you.
Oh shit.
Very decisively, with great power, but not trying to like injure. A great hand sort of like clutches you about the shoulders, and lifts you like a wandering kitten. You feel like your hands sort of separate, and see Bagras as well has been grabbed by another large hand. You hear a very amused sounding voice, kind of like amused, familiar sounding voice that kind of prickles the back hairs on your neck, resonates around in the water as if it comes from all around you. It says, "Oh, we can't have you peeking, can we?"
Oh my god.
And a little chuckling laugh from all sides. And you both wake back at the side of the lake as if you've been sort of like dropped there on your tush.
Misery stares at him. Do you... Fenrir? It's not you, is it?
He looks at you, and he looks down at your hands, which are no longer like holding each other after sort of unceremoniously dumped outside of the solar realm. He looks at you. His face is usually, despite having a big beard, his face is tends to be like very expressive. You can't read it. He like looks at you. He's very silent. It's like, I'll tell you if I dream. And he
Right.
sort of gets up, and moves to kind of like curl up, leaning against like the big rock beacon that you guys are sitting next to.
Misery
Just brooding into the distance.
Misery kind of like stares at him for a bit and is like clearly freaking out. And she eventually kind of comes back to herself and like scrambles backward and like runs over to where Buck and Harvey are. And she's like visibly shaken. You have never like you've seen like Misery like startled before and you've seen her upset. But you've never seen her like afraid. And she appears very afraid in this moment.
Oh fuck.
Misery?
Maybe it wasn't such a good idea after all.
It can't be him. I would recognize him if it was him. I wouldn't forget his face. I wouldn't. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh my god.
Who are we talking about?
Remember the story I told earlier?
Yeah.
I, for a time, was acquainted with the wolf in that story, and I suspect he is, sitting over there right now.
Really? He looks like a person to me.
Sometimes his father, he inherited some traits from his father, including he can change his shape.
Oh.
If this is him, which I would recognize him, wouldn't I? Like,
Well, I mean, you just said he could change his shape.
Were you acquainted as the dog or as the person? Well,
both.
Hmm.
He wasn't a dog, he was a wolf. It's different.
A wolf is just a kind of dog.
No, they're...
I
I'm
think
not
a
having
dog
this
is a kind
conversation.
of wolf.
Having this conversation with you. And if it is...
Is it bad if that's him?
Did you not like him?
No, I liked him fine. That wasn't the issue. A long time ago, I made a promise to him that I did not keep.
Did you
Oh.
cheat on him?
Oh, well, no, we never had that conversation. We weren't exactly exclusive or anything like that.
Oh, you were dating?
No,
I thought
we
you were
weren't
acquainted.
dating. No, it wasn't like that. All right, we were friends, and then one night we made a bit of a blunder, and
Is that what they call it now?
What kind of blunder?
Not another sex talk, please. I can't handle it.
Wait, don't worry about that. Go on with your story. I'm derailing it.
and that blunder resulted in consequences.
Children?
Did you have an unwanted pregnancy?
Misery is like, her hands are shaking. She's like, it wasn't, listen, well, yes, it was unwanted, but I couldn't get rid of it because worried that there's in some versions, and she is like unable to like form a sentence. Uh,
Mhm.
Were you worried it would be half dog?
no, that's not what I was. I never wanted to be a mother, and under normal circumstances, with any other man, I would have just taken care of it, you know? But I was afraid that aborting the child of a demigod would result in consequences. I thought maybe this was part of Hell's plan or something. I didn't want to upset her, but I also was resentful, so I didn't make the normal preparations that one would during a pregnancy. I kept traveling, and I didn't slow down. And I prayed that it would go away, and it did not. Till afterwards.
Oh, that's I'm sorry. That's crazy. Wait, so he just if that's him, he just doesn't know?
No, he doesn't. I, they were. You saw them. They were the twins in the paintings.
Did
Goal and Hattie. I think it was them, but they were infants when they passed.
you didn't
No, no, I
Oh,
wouldn't have.
Jesus Christ.
Oh
sorry.
my God, no, Buck. They. It was cold, and I was alone, and I managed to find shelter, but there was a snowstorm when when I gave birth to them, and they were alive when I went to sleep, and when I woke up they were not.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, sorry for, sorry for, sorry for bringing it up.
And I never saw him again. I told him I would come back and I did not.
He didn't even know you were with
No, I
child?
left the night. I left the morning after they were conceived.
Oh.
Damn. Well, let's hope he didn't hear all of that.
He's literally he's right behind me, isn't he? Uh,
No, he's not like within earshot right now.
um
The wind is doing a lot of heavy lifting.
Yeah.
Wow, you had
how
a.
did you know
Oh, sorry.
if how did you know the ones in the paintings were them? I mean, if they were babies.
They had his eyes.
Oh.
Wolf's eyes.
Oh.
So they were part dog.
I
Sorry,
assume
sorry.
not
These
a
are the
dog.
two worst people you can talk about.
Not a dog. He's a wolf. And I assume had they gotten to be of age, perhaps they could change their form as well, but I don't know.
I mean, couldn't you ask your goddess? Wouldn't she know?
I've asked enough of her. I asked her to take care of it, and she did. And I haven't asked for her anything of her since very recently.
No, not to say.
Not in that way. Not in the way I did then.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So you can see why I would know him, wouldn't I?
Not
I can't
necessarily. I mean,
possibly think.
I mean, you lost a little memory, right?
yeah, you're under the influence of some incredibly powerful magics that I feel like
It's just
it's not.
strange because I I remember what happened, and I can picture him, but I also can't. And also, this man is so familiar, and when we were in the Soul Realm, I saw the island where he was, and
I mean, not to be that
Wait, so
guy, but you
this
saw the
was
island. Oh, sorry.
after the chaining?
what?
After the chain thing, you went to the island where he was chained up?
Yes, the chaining happened millennia ago.
So he would still be here, right?
Well, he wouldn't be here. He would be. Wait, how is he here?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm saying, like,
He would still be chained up on the island, and if he wasn't on the island, then Ragnarok would be starting, and I don't think it's starting.
Misery looks up at the sky and sees no moon.
yeah.
What? What are you looking at?
When Fenrir said he would break free, he said he would eat the sun and the moon.
Oh. Huh. It
Probably
is
they
nighttime.
would come together in his stomach.
Look, doesn't.
Do you think that
And-
counts as a solar eclipse?
Make a really
Don't
bad
know.
poop.
God.
Sorry, not the
don't know.
time.
Buck!
Sorry. I got nervous.
I know.
Hey, that would
How do
count
you
as a
think I
solar eclipse.
feel?
Yeah, well, I want to put in my 2 cents. You said that you went to his soul realm and the island was there.
Yes.
So clearly there's some connection there. Maybe it's like a like a soul splinter or something. Who knows?
Can I say something that will not make Misery feel better?
Okay.
What?
The voice when she got like grabbed off the staircase, a little different, but definitely Loki.
Yeah. She
I
assumes
figured.
that.
I figured. I just wanted to put that.
God, can this guy get a fucking hobby that's not
No,
bothering
no,
people?
That's me.
This is just D&D miniatures, dude.
Literally. Literally.
Has Long Night been sitting in on this conversation?
I just sort of assumed he hasn't been.
Okay.
He goes back with an armful of twigs. Hey guys,
Yeah.
what's up?
Since we're doing wood fire, I guess.
I just don't understand. If Loki brought me here,
Maybe.
how could he have?
Oh.
I just assumed he didn't have the power to free his son, because why wouldn't he have done it sooner?
Maybe he was worried that if he freed his son would eat him.
I suppose that's a fair assumption.
Because it's
Well,
not
then
like
Fenrir has
it's,
to-
it's not like that didn't sound like he really did anything to kind of stop the imprisonment from happening. But I mean, I wasn't there.
There's nothing in it in the legend, and Fenrir didn't talk about his father often. He had a difficult relationship with his entire family.
Well, I mean, he's a dog.
Really?
He's a wolf.
Buck's going, he's just like me for real.
Like what?
Well, no, he had problems with everyone. He claimed his brother that his what did I don't know. He had like beef with like the family, but we never got into detail on it.
I was actually just looking back through some of our TMs because I was trying to find shit. I don't think he necessarily had any beef with Hell, but he did have some with Jormungandr because Jormungandr is the one who is most like Loki.
Yeah. His father is literally this father of lies and is manipulative and kidnapped me and brought me here and stole my magic. So you can see why he would have a bad relationship with someone like that. And his brother Jormungandr, he claimed, was a lot like their father, though I was skeptical at first, but now I am seeing what's going on with my friend Joe Simmons.
Yeah, his legal name, Joe Simmons.
His legal name, Joe Simmons. Um, I am inclined to believe him now.
I believe women. Sorry, go on.
Don't
What?
say that about him.
Well, believe him.
Believe boys.
Believe boys.
Believe
Believe dog boys.
Wow. Well, I mean, if this Loki fellow is as twisted as you're making him out to be, maybe he did all this just to get a rise out of you.
I think he got the rise.
Or maybe the other way around.
Oh, he certainly has the rise, and he did all of that stuff to poor Long Night.
What if we're looking at it the wrong way and Fenrir's the one being punished and you were brought here to like mess with him? Because it sounds like he's
What
been
if
here
he
longer.
He's punishing his son. That's pretty sick.
For what? He didn't do
I
anything.
don't
His
know.
son
Okay,
didn't
give
do
me that.
anything.
That might happen.
I don't
I don't
know.
understand what is happening. He's playing some sort of sick game with us.
I mean,
If
I
that
understand
is indeed
discipline,
who
but
I think it is, really hope it's not. I really hope he doesn't remember me. Anyway, we should get to bed.
uh,
And if you don't mind, I would like to perhaps sleep a little closer to you all tonight.
Okay.
okay.
Why?
We won't let the dog boy hurt you, Misery.
Well, the last people who upset him, he plans to eat. So, yes, I'm a little
Well, he
bit
didn't do it
concerned.
yet.
He hasn't done it yet, but he is a demigod to some extent. Or if that is him, but. And nothing good ever happens to a mortal who upsets a god.
Buck looks pensive.
I will.
So,
You can sleep closer to us if you like. I don't know how much good it'll do, but
well, I don't know, strength in numbers. I don't know what he'll do. I don't know what will happen. Hopefully nothing.
yeah. Hopefully nothing.
Misery starts setting up her bedroll and all that stuff.
Hey, remember when we came here and all those birdie guys did a fun little dance and stuff? That was nice.
That was nice.
That was nice.
Where'd they go?
I didn't get a chance to put it in, but they flew off after Misery told the story.
Oh, okay, they're gone?
Yeah, they flew off.
Oh my god, why isn't Fenrir lighting the fucking torches?
Because he was busy getting plucked up by Loki. He's got shit to think about.
I thought you were
he
gonna
doesn't-
say something else.
Damn. Okay. Bedtime.
You guys all get your bedrolls ready. It's sort of getting a lot of time to let that sink in before your little heads touch your pillows. As you guys fall to sleep with like the fire crackling next to you, Misery, you can't help but level a glance over towards Bogris where he's sitting, against the stony pillar. Um, it's there's no indication that he heard any of what you said. He's just sort of curled up against the rock, facing away from you as like the wind kind of like buffets his like the fur trim on his coat and his long hair. And while standing, he's very sort of larger than life, imposing, as he sits there sort of like curled up in his cloaks. He looks very small. That's where we'll leave it for tonight.
My
My God. Anyway,
That's fucking nuts.
You were chatting the other night and you were like, wow, I hope it's not misery stuff that's happening soon.
I wasn't ready.
I wasn't ready, man. That's like 5 actual years, 6 years. Lore in the making.
Yeah, I can send all the art now.
Holy
You can
shit.
send. Do you want the picture that I drawed of him?
Yeah.
Insane misery lore. That's fucking nuts.
I didn't know it was that serious.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
That's why Fenrir was in like the fucking fear roller coaster that they went on.
He was? Oh my god.
That's why there was like a wolf.
I thought it was just like the X thing. I didn't know it was all that, bro.
Yeah. No, she ghosted her baby daddy.
She
You
did.
did.
That's nutso.
Damn.
Now.
I forgot that Misery can get pregnant.
Yeah.
Well.
Misery cis woman reveal.
Is it a reveal? Is it?
No. Oh my god. Okay.
I mean, with her bone structure, maybe.
Don't
I mean, she does look
transvestigate the
exactly-
party members, please.
I
Just
was saying.
exactly like Squiscar.
I was just saying that
We
if
have
this
two
was, I was
actual
just gonna
trans party
say
members to
that if
investigate.
this was a podcast, I'm sure there'd be people who have a trans headcanon for Misery,
Oh, for sure.
and now they have to retcon it.
Yeah.
This is how I felt when Tucker became a father to all those children on chorus.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's
doesn't
in the
even make
future
sense.
though, and like they've already basically made technology where like you can have children with the DNA of like
Dino DNA.
yeah, dino DNA. So you could still just explain it as incredibly advanced gender surgery from Space Marines.
I can send that.
Incredibly advanced gender surgery from Space Marines.
They've been spending our tax dollars on super psychokinetic cyber security
Insane, bro.
penis enhancements
yeah.
for transgender aliens.
And it is
I'm gonna spend that
problem.
money on my penis enhancement. Sorry, go ahead.
It is a problematic ship because she originally did meet him when she was a kid.
Oh. Well, I
I'd
mean,
get
he's also
canceled
a
on
dog.
Tumblr. He's also a dog. I'd get canceled on Tumblr.
I don't care.
It's okay, we're not there. They
I
can't
mean-
hurt you.
I mean, they didn't like touch each other while she was a kid, right? So then I
No.
don't really care. Honestly, once you start getting into all of like the like, oh, they met like if you start getting into it too much, like at what point does it become like you can only meet people like during like a certain period of your life?
Mm-hmm.
But whatever. I mean,
There.
I think it goes by a case basis.
See, because I was gonna draw him and then see if I could like make him look different enough to where it was like a maybe thing, but then I was like, fuck it, no. I'm just going to like leave it open and not show you guys any art, fuck you. So that there's maybe a smidgen of disbelief that maybe he was in the module.
I don't
I
know,
did
I'm trying to
replace a
find...
canon character who did nothing important.
What?
He is chained up in a lake right now.
He's chained up in a lake.
In a manner of speaking, yes.
All right, I'm gonna end the
Oh.
recording and upload it. Any last words? It's
Shit, I didn't know we were recording.
I record every session now because now we have all that important lore revealed on camera.
Oh god. All this art is so old, don't judge me. Sorry, I'm having like a really...
I almost called you misery.
Sorry, when the reason why when you were giving the lore dump that I was like making strange faces the entire time was because I was trying not to like satisfied smirk and being like, yes, the knowledge that I know, it's here now. It is with you.
Whoa.
That's fucking nuts.
There's more.
This is not all of it either. There was like, I drew AU stuff. Like if you... I had like... I drew AU like if Misery had like come back and like her kids had lived.
I remember that. Oh my god, he's sticking his tongue in this one.
And we never knew about this.
2 dead babies.
2 dead kids too.
That's so bad. I didn't realize it was gonna be that serious. Sorry. My
And that
pants keep
guy with
sticking
the
to my ass
braid
crack.
that is... Well, shit, I can't spoil that, can I?
Hang on.
Oh my god,
see,
they're
You could
kissing.
probably infer
Okay,
it.
it wasn't that far off. Pretty close.
Well, this
Elder-
all came about because you guys, in a session, she told the story of the Binding of Fenrir, and you guys made jokes about her and Fenrir making out or something, and
Yeah,
that's
and then it became
what this
real.
all came from.
Oh my god. She's pregnant.
Yeah.
Can u
This
get
drawing is just-
pregante?
it's just AU.
Dangerous pregnant sex. Will it hurt baby top of his head?
But yeah, that's her and that's Rosie, because they were pregnant at around the same time.
What if this happened to you? Oh, so it was during the chained up shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the chained up is like most of the shit. That's like this drawing I remember.
I didn't ever notice that he was sticking out his tongue in that one.
Let me try to find, like... I've got to have some of it.